All right. Welcome, everybody, to the 2 Meter Crew Anti-Net. My name's Nick, KN6DAL, and somebody's got their radio playing. If you could mute that. There we go. All right. Name here's Nick, call sign's KN6DAL, and we're going to get this thing fired off. All right. First and foremost, we want to take a minute to appreciate everybody that's doing a tremendous job in helping putting this together. We've got the W6 VVR repeater, the Vaca Valley Radio Club, the Freestar Network, Bobby's Bay Area multi-mode, Greg, KN6KIE, and Mike, WG5EEK, all of your hard work in keeping the digital nodes connected and whatnot. We really appreciate it, and that seems to be working really good tonight. And before we get going too far, we want to take just a second and see if there's any priority traffic. If there is at any time throughout the net, you can say break with your call sign and we'll clear the air. And let's just take a second and see, is there any priority or emergency traffic at this time? All right, nothing being heard. The 2 Meter Crew is not an actual club. We are just a group of hams that are learning and enjoying all things ham related. There's no dues or fees to be a 2 Meter Crew member. For more information, you can visit us on Facebook at 2MC or join our Discord group. The link to the Discord group is in the descriptions on YouTube, and we'll post that in the comments throughout the night. This is an open anti-net. Everyone's welcome. Please feel free to join in and give your input. It doesn't necessarily have to be on topic. We just encourage and welcome anybody to participate. All right, just a couple of things. The 2 Meter Crew Anti-Net meets every Wednesday at 7 p.m. or 7:05 p.m. on the W6 VVR repeater. It is a 145.470 frequency with a negative offset of 600 kilohertz and a PL tone of 127.3. You can also link to us on our All-Star node of 51094 through DMR Talk Group 3149964, YSF Reflector 24033, also through the YSF reflector for Bobby's Bay Area multi-mode, and I spaced that. What is your reflector number, Bobby? Perfect. 43944 can also reach us there, or through Freestar. They have some all-star links, 2195 and 53375. It's showing that it's keen. Oh, okay. What's wrong with it? Okay, we'll check into it in a minute. All right, and if any of those aren't working, definitely post a comment or check us out on Discord and maybe let us know. Some of those have changed and are changing, and we're always working on them. I know someone in the comments said earlier that Echo Link didn't seem to be working. I linked my Echo Link if you want to try Kilo November 6 Delta Alpha Lima KN6DAL-L and then W6VVR-R are two Echo Links that should be up and running tonight. So, all right, with that, it's also the Anti-Net's also streamed right here on Northwest Ham Shack live. If you'd like to subscribe, you can get notifications on when we go live every Wednesday. And before we get started on our topic tonight, I just want to take a minute and see if there's any signs of life out there. Let's check and see if anybody through the repeater systems have upgraded or recently gotten their license. Is there anybody who's new, who just got their technician license, or anybody who's upgraded in the last month or so? If that's you, come on in and say hi. All right, unmute your mic, Jim. I'm calling you out. Tell us what you've done. That's awesome. Congratulations. All right, let's do it. All right, well, thanks, Jim. That was KJ6FNP, just upgraded to his extra class. Again, this is Nick, KN6DAL. We're going to open it up. Just looks like we've had field day, and I know I had a ton of fun. There's a lot of people in the chat group that had a ton of fun, and we wanted to take a minute and see what everybody else out there did. In a little bit after we're done with the repeater, we're going to invite everybody into Zoom and see if anybody wants to check in with us, maybe share something, share some pictures, things like that. And we've got a number of pictures that we're going to share throughout the evening too. So with that, I'm going to let the repeater drop and let's see if we got anybody out there. This is Nick, KN6DAL, calling for any stations that want to tell us about field day.
This is TJ7, KTG, Dan, and Washu.
All right, I got a partial call sign there. KJ7 didn't get the suffix, but I heard Ben. Go ahead, Ben.
I'm on FT8, just fixing to start playing with JS8 call. Thanks for doing the net, so great. KJ7, KTG.
All right, KJ7 KTG. Yeah, thanks for coming on. And yeah, FT8 is growing so rapidly in popularity. Glad you're having fun with that. Any other stations? Come on in. All right. I don't know if anybody else is monitoring the YouTube feed, but it looks like it's buffering quite a bit. And I even dropped down the latency, but I don't know why it is. Anyway, I'm going to move over to a couple people in the coordinator group here and see what their experiences are. If they want to jump in and say hi, is there anybody here this was their first field day in the coordinator group? All right, Servando, you're the first one that raised your hand. Go ahead and come on in and tell us what was your experience. Let the repeater drop. All right, this is Nick, KN6DAL. Thanks, Servando. We got Vondo. Are we changing your name now? So, or am I'm just behind the times? Oh, okay. So, all right. Thanks, Servando. Okay, moving on. You said something about the frisbee thing, and honestly, I think the frisbee thing was like one of the coolest ideas. I don't know, Jason, if you came up with it or if like it was something that you heard and implemented. I know it was like a year or a couple years ago or something that started, but I do know that because we had a really big powerhouse station at field day, and we'll get into that in a little bit. It almost seemed like those frisbees seemed to like work their way over to that station, and I don't know if it was like they were bargaining tokens, like, hey, I'm gonna give you this if you just let me play on it for a little bit. I don't know what it was, but tell us about that, Jason. How did you come up with the idea to implement that? Because it worked really well to keep people from killing each other's radios. Over to you. Right on. Thanks.
Six TMZ.
All right, this is Nick KN6DAL. Let's take a break here real quick and see who we got out on the repeater. Anybody listening that wants to jump in and tell us about their field day experience? Come on in now.
Six TMZ here, Massachusetts.
All right, I got TMZ in Massachusetts.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm on vacation over here in Massachusetts, and
So
didn't really
Justin,
get any action. I was at the Cape during field day. Didn't make any contacts really. There's not a whole lot of repeater activity out there, and there was nothing on Martha's Vineyard, so nothing really good to report. We did have a tornado warning here in Central Mass today, and that was pretty crazy, but nothing ended up becoming of it, at least where I was. Back to you guys.
that was Will, right? Dave. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for checking it. I was trying to figure out who it was for a minute. Sorry. Yeah, this is Nick KN6DL. Thanks for checking in with us all the way out in Missouri. How are you coming in tonight?
Coming in on a 5-star, hope my parents' Wi-Fi now.
Right on. Well, we appreciate it. And it took 21 minutes for people to come in and let me know that I didn't have the audio feed to Zoom linked, which you didn't miss much, to be honest with you. But that should be coming in now. If you could post a note on the comment if Zoom audio is coming in. Can one of you guys speak up? Yeah. But that should be coming in now. It should be good to go. All right, Nick KN6DAL here. I know we've got Ben and Sandy that if I'm not mistaken, they're up on Diablo doing some simplex work or something. If either of you are available, if you want to come in, Sandy or Ben, we'll leave a little bit of room for you. Come on in. All right, nothing. Testing 1 2. Is the microphone on? This is Nick KN6DAL. All right, so let's hear from anybody else. This was their first field day. We heard from Servando. Is this anybody else's first field day? Okay, we got Jim and Kellen. Let's take Kellen, and then we'll go to Jim. So Kellen, you are the powerhouse behind this weekend. So tell. All right. Well, thanks, Kellen. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to see you out there and a lot of fun to see the work that you put into that. And I don't know if you're the kind of person that has to one up yourself every year, but if that's the case, I don't know what I don't know even know what to expect for next year. And we may have to look as a group or at least for the VVR getting some kind of life insurance policy or something established because it could get crazy really quick with this group. But appreciate it.
Made it really easy. That thing went up with a one-man install, dang near, and came down really easy. Even the old timers were like, dang near giving me a little pat on the back, like, "Hey man, that thing's pretty solid." So I was quite surprised. I thought I'd definitely get a lot of flack, the safety guys coming out and saying something about my slippers.
Especially when you climbed the tower with your house slippers on, dude. I thought
Hey,
that was.
but they were Red
There's a
Wings.
couple
They were
good
Red
pictures there. I think there's a couple good pictures of you in house slippers climbing that tower, which I thought was funny. Are you gonna put that up at your house?
What's that?
Are you gonna put that 160 up somewhere by your house?
No, I'll roll it up for I don't know, next year or something. I thought about putting up a 160 loop around the property, but I think that might throw my wife over the edge if I throw a loop around the whole third of an acre I've got. So I don't know if I'll go that far.
I'm gonna let this drop really quick. So Nick KN60AL here. Servando, is that a beer or is that an energy drink you're letting her drink?
That's a ham harder, and she's not drinking it. She thinks she's drinking it, which is totally okay with me.
No, that's super funny. You want to say hi, Molly?
I work in construction, so I won't get fired for this at all. This is encouraged.
Yeah, it's totally okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, how's it going?
Sweetheart.
Golly, Miss Molly. Hi, Molly.
Even Abigail said hi.
Hi, Abigail. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to meet her at the field day. I'm glad that you brought her down, Servando. So we've also got Jim. Jim's first field day. Tell us a little bit about your experience, Jim.
I just wandered around in a complete fog of awe, just watching everybody. I brought a radio, never hooked it up to anything because I just wanted to absorb it and connect with the people and everything. It was just a blast all the way around. Every second of it just was. I was like a little kid in a candy shop. It was great fun. Food was good, all the same things everybody else said. I think what was really cool was the location that they did it at that armor museum, and had all the armored vehicles, a couple of tanks, and whatnot. I'm kind of a military geek because I was in the military. I didn't wear green. I wore blue. I was in the Navy, but I can appreciate all that hardware that was out there, and it was pretty unique. My brother-in-law is a big. He makes little tiny models of tanks and wins big awards. And so I sent him pictures. He thought it was pretty cool. Not so much that he would drive up and visit me, though. So, bummed about that. But otherwise, the site was great. And all the people that put it together, it takes so much work to get something like that put together. So all those guys that were doing that weeks ahead of time, getting that all coordinated, they all deserve a heartfelt thank you very much, because the work they did, couldn't have done it without them for sure. So that was great. But it was just great meeting all you folks and walking around and watching you guys operate. I really enjoyed that.
Awesome. Thanks, Jim. This is Nick, KN6DAL. I'm going to let the repeater drop. Let's see if there's anybody out there that wants to chime in. Anybody that went to a different field day that wants to tell us about their experience at that one?
Okay, so what do you mean by different field day?
All right. I didn't catch your call, but come on in and tell us about it.
7 November Delta, K7 Indio here in Mill Creek, Washington. I missed the question.
Yeah, K7 NDO. We were just checking in to see if anybody out there had any other experience with field day. Got a group of us here in the Zoom chat having a conversation about our field day that we all experienced together, and seeing if anybody was out there that maybe participated in another one somewhere else. But you can talk about that or anything else that you want. Back over to you, Indio.
Well, very good. Very great question. Yeah, well, I guess this would have been my first field day. I just had my 11th month anniversary yesterday as a tech. And of course, and you can relate to this, Bud, but with the extreme weather that we had here in the Pacific Northwest, I didn't get out and go nowhere. I don't do any HF or have any portable rigs or anything else like that. But I did stay in the shack and was here listening on all the bands that I have at my disposal. And I certainly answered many and all the ones that gave a shout out to me. So I made contacts on the 2 meter and the 70 centimeter and the 1.25 meter and the 6 meter bands, simplex calling frequencies. So I did the best that I could there to answer and get those field day participants their points, if you will. So that's what I did. Great question, great net. Thanks for having me, K7NDO.
All right, K7NDO, thanks for stopping by and checking in. We appreciate it. This is Nick, KN6DAL. Anybody else out there play around on field day, want to tell us a little bit about it, or just jump in and say hi?
Kilo November 6 Bravo X for X-ray on VVR.
Michael from Carmichael, come on in. How you doing tonight?
Okay, doing okay here. Yeah, I was able to do a little bit of field day late morning, early afternoon on Saturday over at the K6IS North Hills Radio Club site. Over at Davis Ranch Produce Town on Highway 16, slough house between Sacramento and Jackson, up near the Sierra Foothills. And North Hills Club, we did a good job, and I was able to do a little HF activity in 40 meters, thanks to Lance Cam 6 SPB and Joel AI 6 DG, our club leaders, and did a good job. A few of the folks showed up, and I think 120 plus confirmed contacts, so we'll see. But I enjoyed some 40 meter contacts myself, and I felt like a kid picking my first fish, catch my first fish. So it was a great day. So even though it was the same field day, the field day is always the same as my me and Linda's wedding anniversary. 34 years this year. I was able to still go out there for a little bit. So it was a great field day experience for me. Just a few hours, but it was all good. So back to you, Nick. And hey, by the way, sorry I missed you down there. Hopefully your field day was good too. KN6BXX. Have a great night, everybody.
Hey, thanks a lot for checking in, Michael. Yes, my field day was actually fantastic. I'll tell you a little bit about it here real quick, and then I'm going to pass it up over to Greg. But my field day, this was the first field day I've ever experienced, and the first field day that I've ever participated in, and it was a blast. It was an absolute blast to come down and see a lot of faces that I've only gotten to see online before. And then the people that I have already met, I got to see them again and hang out. We got to go all have a little bit of dinner together. It was just a really good time. I got to sleep in my truck, which was like the most uncomfortable thing ever. And I'm thinking all of my bad decisions through and changing what I'm going to do next year. So next year, I'm probably going to bring the whole family down. We'll either maybe get a little travel trailer or something like that and just find a little bit more creature comfort in it. But all in all, I will say that it was a really good experience, and I am deeply appreciative to all the people that put in the hard work to make it happen in years past. I know this year Jason, you had to step away a little bit, but you've put a ton of hard work into making field days really vibrant for people, and so we appreciate that. And then all of the other people that were involved in keeping it going. So thank you very much. And the food, oh my goodness, the food was awesome the whole time. They definitely keep you fed at the W6 VVR field day. So with that, I'm going to pass it up to Greg, KN6KIE. What was your experience like, Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Nick. This is Greg, KN6KIE. This was the second actual field day I've been to. I'd say, it was the first one I'd ever been to was a real learning experience, and I thought I was prepared here. And like you said, I kind of think about the things that I could have done better. And I think the big lesson I learned was to bring extra antennas. When we're calling 15 Alpha Echo Bravo, and all you've got is 20, 40, and 80, there's a lot of jam up in that kind of situation. I realized that with Jason, bringing a bunch of exotic bands like 6 through 17, maybe get a 30 in there, something that not everybody is trying to use all at the same time would be kind of a cool idea. The food was excellent. I really impressed with just the amount of gear and camaraderie that we got out there. Everybody brought something to the table. Everybody was really into it, and a lot of people just came for the day, but just being able to see what everybody brought, seeing that devil horns of an antenna that Kellen built, or Bobby Lee's boxes in person and stuff like that, or Jason's that hex beam. I've seen it before, but still, that thing is pretty damn cool. Or the little tiny Ella, the little tiny QRP radio you brought, the little Ella Craft K2. That thing was awesome too. So there was just something about everything. Jim's car, just everything, man. It was just there's a lot to take in, and it was a great time. So I guess that's my biggest lesson, though, is more different kinds of bands, different bands that not everybody else is using. That's what I'll try to do next time.
That's
Kilo
awesome
6,
advice.
Kilo India Echo.
That's super cool advice, Greg. We always talk as ham radio operators about the quality of your antenna. It's all about the antenna. Well, maybe they also mean it's about the quantity of antennas that you have sometimes. I'll second that. That hex beam is something to gawk at, man. It's super cool. So we got a couple other people in the chat. I want to take a quick break and see if there's anybody else out there on RF land or on any digital connection that wants to come in and say hi. So I'll let the repeater drop, and if that's you, come on in now.
I'm just going to go ahead and don't want to hold y'all conversation up. It'd be KI4HTA, Kilo India 4, Hotel Tango Alpha. And we're right here in Cleveland, Ohio, on the west side here. Over here in beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. It'd be KI4HTA.
Hey, yeah, thanks for checking in with us. KI4HTA from Cleveland. Did you participate at all in field day?
No, I was tied up. I don't think we had a field day that I know of. I know everybody was having field day, but I think they did have a field day, but it wasn't nowhere around my area. It was just too far from where I'm at.
Okay, got it. I didn't catch your name. If you want to come back with your name, and I'm curious how you're connecting tonight. You sound very, very good coming into the connection.
The name be Delta Oscar November, Alpha Lima Delta. Delta Oscar November, Alpha Lima Delta. And the call sign again is KI4, that's Kilo India 4, Hotel Tango Alpha. That's HTA.
All right, Donald. Thanks for checking in with us tonight. We appreciate you coming in from Cleveland, and you sound really good on the radio tonight. Feel free to check in with us every Wednesday. We have this live streaming on YouTube at 7 o'clock, and you're always welcome to come in. That's 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 3 a.m. UTC, I believe. So thanks for checking in with us tonight. This is Nick, KN6DAL. Anybody else out there that wants to jump in and say hi? All right, nothing being heard. We got a couple people here in the chat that I wanted to give a chance to talk to still. Bobby Lee, saw you make a presence at Field Day. I'm happy to see you out there. You were sporting some pretty cool gear. Tell us a little bit about your experience and how it was for you.
Oh, it was epic. It was a great time. There was a lot of great people out there having a good time, and it was real fun looking at all the different gear. You know, kind of same thing as Jim. You know, I've gone to so many. One thing I was kind of reflecting on when you guys were sharing your story is, I mean, I've been a ham for 30 years. I mean, I've been to so many field days, you know, in 30 years, that what I was reflecting on is 30 years ago, thinking about the equipment that I saw at Field Day and the things that people were running and how they were set up then as compared to now, and watching some of this new technology evolve, new techniques. Very interesting. I found one of my very first bug out box, and I didn't even really realize I built one. It's interesting to me, specifically that of going, you know, back 30 years to now, looking at all the trick gadgets and how small the radios have become, all the different techniques, the different bands, you know, as things continually grow in this hobby. You know, I think that's one of the things for me is 30 years doing this, and I still love it. I still learn. There are still things that intrigue and inspire me. And so when I hear a new ham come on, that excites me, because they're coming into the amateur community at a fascinating time where there's a lot of things to intrigue and inspire and challenge your mind. So I think for me, the greatest thing was just seeing all of you guys. You know, I actually really, I feel guilty because I really did get stuck at my table BSing and chewing it up so much, which is what I went there for. I went there to shake hands and rattle cages. That's exactly what I did. But I didn't make a full circle, and so there's things that I missed as well. And next time I'll make sure, you know, to force myself to go around and make that full circle. That's about the only thing that I lacked on, but great time, great people, good fun. Greg, you know the link's still down on the side? Did you notice that when you keyed up?
What's that?
That we're not linked. I don't have anything on this side on BAM. But just something to take into consideration, a footnote.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it either, but I see Nick's keyed up over there.
Well,
I'm not right now.
It just says it's transmitting. It looks like it's locked on key up. So I don't know what that means. I think he broke it. He broke the reflector, Nick.
I hear it through my Pi-Star on DMR, so we're coming through for sure.
Really? I'm not coming out of my Pi-Star.
It's coming out of my Pi-Star.
All right, this is Nick, KN6DAL. Let's see, who did we miss? We've got Aaron. Haven't gotten a chance to talk to you. Was this your first field day, or have you been to one before?
Oh, God, am I on? I'm slaying FT8 right now.
You're
thanks
on.
to Jason, K6FAK.
He's doing it too right now.
I'm looking at FT8 right here.
He's got that look in his eyes.
Hey, W6AEF. Second field day. First field day was last winter. up on Mount Vaca, which was amazing. But you know, I just have to say, seeing Kellen up on the tower in his slippers, he's not a small guy. I'm not a small guy, and I got to have 3 points of contact. I mean, you know, big guy hanging from the tower, stringing up that thing. That was a sight to be seen. I'd say for me, the highlight, and I have to give thanks to Vondo and to you, Nick. We roll up. My 8-year-old son Ryder's there. He's stoked about the radio. He gets into Servando's station, and he's just slaying contacts too. I'm like, whoa, what is this? He's phonetically this, and you know, Whiskey 6, Victor Romeo, you know, 15 Alpha Echo Bravo. I'm like, whoa, is this my kid? So I'm gonna let it drop, Nick. Are we good?
Yep.
All right, cool. Anyway, that was my highlight. Servando and Nick, you guys took Ryder in. He made a couple of contacts. His first contact on 20 meters as an 8-year-old. I was pretty stoked about that. And then, you know, just seeing everybody, I got to meet everybody in person. For those that I didn't know, the food was fantastic. Bert re-entered from the Matrix. It was good to see him in person. And you know, bringing Connor a slushie from 7-Eleven. So again, I think for me, it was less about the radio and more about the high fives and seeing everybody. So was super stoked about that. This is W6AEF, and I guess I didn't catch that, but I guess one other little exciting thing is I connected with Mr. Bobby Lee and took some equipment off of his buddy's lap, and we got a little Pelican box here with the 7100 in there, PowerWorks power supply, 30 amp hour battery, all kinds of little other goodies in there. So I'm playing around with that and having some fun with it. All right, that's all I got.
Well, thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it. We've got 2 people left in the Zoom chat. We got Connor and Bert. Connor, you want to tell us a little bit about your experience at Field Day, or at least just tell us how you enjoyed that slushie?
Yeah, good evening. This is Connor, Kilo 7, Charlie Bravo Lima. I enjoyed that Slurpee from Aaron's son Ryder there. Aaron told him no, but I guess he was consistent and ended up getting me one. So that was very nice. Field Day, it was probably my 5th or 6th field day. First one with the Vac Valley Radio Club. Very fun, I'd say. It was nice making the rounds. I loved the dry hot tub we had going on there with Jason and Nick and everybody that was at the dry hot tub that we had. But it's a very fun weekend. You know, I was very sketched out with my 30-foot pole with Nick's 3D printed guy plate. And that night the winds got up to 47 miles an hour and I was in my dinky little tent. And I'm like, oh my God, my pole's gonna just fall over and rip down the antenna. And then in the middle of the night, my tent came down and slapped me in the face. That's how strong the winds were. So it was an experience, and I was sleeping on rocks. But you know what? Ham harder. You just got to get up and deal with it. So you just dose up on melatonin and knock out. So it was a fun experience. I had a lot of fun seeing everybody. The jokes that were constantly rolling, you know. It was great, you know, making fun of each other, and Servando and I are friends, as the news says, so it works out very well. Got in the newspaper, local newspaper. So, anyways, that's really all I got. Other than Friday night was also awesome. So, anyways, I'll send it back to you, Nick. K7 CBL.
All right, thanks, Connor. This is Nick, KN6DAL. I'm gonna let it break for just 1 minute. We'll see if we got anybody else on the repeaters that want to come in and say hi. Come on in now. All right, nothing being heard. Bert, tell us about your field day experience. How was it?
Hey, N64, Bert. Yeah, this is my second field day. The first one last year with the VVR is more like, coming in, meeting everybody for the first time. It's like, you're kind of shy a little bit, going in, figuring out who the people are and stuff like that. But then over the past year, learning who everybody is and just being able to, go up to everybody and just shake their hand, meet everybody. That was really cool about doing stuff. And then being able to help out some of the people who were there, setting up their antennas and stuff like that. I didn't get to experience any of that stuff, but it was great. And hopefully next year I'll bring out a station and have my own setup and everything. But yeah, it was great to see all you guys and talk to you guys and everything. And the food was great over there. And setting up that 160 in like how long did it take us? Like half an hour to put that up?
I think from idea to finish, we just made it happen. We'll post some pictures of that, but that was absolutely incredible.
It was like 45 minutes from stringing it up to tuning it.
Mm.
Yeah,
we cut it. We just made it work.
It's just
45 minutes from stringing it up to the old timers stealing the coax.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'll come grab this right after we get done doing all the hard work.
This works.
This is Nick, KN60AL. I posted a link in the chat on YouTube to join our Zoom. If you'd like to join, you're welcome to jump in. We'll be opening the waiting room up here shortly. I'm going to leave room for one last call out, and then we'll see if anybody's out there. And after that, we're going to move over to Zoom, and I've got a picture reel that Jason has coordinated and allowed everybody to drop all their pictures from field day into one bucket, and we'll kind of go through those and sort of unpack them and talk about them a little bit. So that should be fun. This is Nick, KN60AL. Any stations out there want to chime in and say hi? All right, nothing heard. We're going to go ahead and turn these repeaters back and restore all of the digital connections to their own isolated little homes and move over to our Zoom chat, and then we'll share some pictures and we can talk about those. So hope to see you all there, and thanks for coming out tonight. 7-3, this is Nick, KN6DAL, turning the repeaters back to normal operation. All right, I'll see if I can move this over and share it.
I bought one for the truck already.
You bought it after I bought it.
Who is that?
Oh my god, man.
We're going to go ahead and mute.
We're still on All-Star 2.
No, don't mute. It was just getting good.
No, we're not doing that. I'm not doing that to him. I would expect the same out of each and every one of you.
I can't promise that.
Oh, man.
You're still live on camera. Oh, well.
Yeah, we went ahead and murdered it. The video's still live, so it could get crazy. We'll see here. Let me see if I can find this. There we go. All right, everybody see that okay?
Yeah, I think we're still on All-Star 2.
I'm not keyed up. And I got my radio turned down to nothing.
Oh yeah, it's not keying. We're just connected to.
No, it shouldn't. Yeah, I'm only one thing at a time. Got to keep the show moving. I can't. I'll go mess with that in a minute here.
Hey, so do they make cavity filters that allow you to transmit on the same band with multiple transmitters, or is that just filters?
I don't think they do. I don't think there's a way that you can transmit on the same. I'm sure you could build your own notch filter.
How, repeaters work off of, so they can work off the same 2-meter space without intersecting with other repeaters.
There's definitely equipment out there. You know, Bruce made some homemade notch filters, and
yeah, that definitely got me searching for them.
Yeah, and I don't know how robust they were for the distance we were sitting, but they do sell stuff. They're several $100s to be able to park on a frequency and not hear anything else on the same band.
they have that hooked up. The VVR's 440 Yaesu repeater, their digital repeater, is has some kind of contraption, and I don't fully understand how it works, but it's that idea is that it completely isolates that frequency. But I mean, you would have to
those are cans, and that's typically easy to do on the high bands, because if you ever seen a 6 meter, like CHP uses 6 meter, the canister is as tall as us. So the lower you go, they stop using canisters at a certain point. So that's true with any repeater. Any repeater is going to have a cavity, canister, filter. There's a lot of different terms, because otherwise the repeater would not work on a hill.
Right.
Too much intermod.
It might be a subject we might have to do a little small antenna presentation on or something. Somebody that knows something about those, because I mean, I'd be interested in trying to make one or something like that. I mean, I can get wire all day long. So if I know there's other components in it, but I'd be interested in being able to use 20 meters at 250 or something on a field day and tell everybody else to kick rocks with a frisbee that we can never find for 3 hours.
People are hoarding the frisbee.
Hey, sleeping on it.
We're gonna have to put trackers on it. All right. So we're just gonna start from the top here, and we'll work our way through. If anybody wants to chime in on one that they picture that they made, or anything like that, feel free just to come on in. But I don't know if this was you that took this, Kellen, but this is a cute picture. We got your kids getting ready to take some military equipment out into the field. Sounds about right.
I didn't take hardly any photos.
That was Cullen's wife.
She probably did all the uploads too.
Yeah, that was his wife.
Kellen was too busy reeling in them contacts. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Who's that guy?
There's another YouTuber a lot like Jason, K6FAK.
Yeah, rat on your face.
That's the mustache. That's what we have to call him now.
Yep. Pour one out for the homies.
Dude, what a difference.
Can we just leave? Can we just leave that here for a while? We'll move on, Jason. Sorry.
My wife's kind of into it. It changes up the bedroom a little bit, you know.
Oh man.
Oh, I've got comments I just can't say on
I know. We just we're
any
trying
good time,
so hard to keep this like even PG-13. I know you guys are doing great.
Dude, go for it. It's Nick's channel.
No, don't go for it.
Nick's channel.
Because I got to go through. And
what's going to happen? The 3 viewers are going to complain?
Yeah, you're not monetized.
I don't know what's going to happen. Could it ever prevent me from, not that I care, but could it ever prevent me from doing something? I don't know. No, don't know. Nobody needs that leverage.
From having a good reputation?
I want to be able to
waving
save that dude.
Just start waving some guns around. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, they're gonna pull my feed. That's okay. All right, so this one here, this is where we all decided that what better thing to do in the middle of a 100-degree day than to just jump out and start building ridiculously large antennas. So we realized relatively quickly that we didn't have a 160-meter dipole, so what else do you do but build one, right? So we all went to work and put this thing up, and that was quite a bit of fun. And I don't know if you can. This is before it got put up. You can't see where it got set up, but we got pictures of all the trailers and a couple antennas here. Was that Greg's? I think that was Greg's, right?
That's Greg's
Yeah, that
car
was
right
mine.
there. Yeah, that's Greg's car.
Nice,
That's
Dan.
Anybody get a picture of Dan's shattered pole?
I did.
Is it on here?
He's smiling in the photo, which was like very like uncanny.
Just kind of creepy. Just a creepy, happy
Hardcore
smile.
FT8er right there on screen. Hardcore FT8er.
Yeah,
no, that's
Kellen.
That's a working man right there.
He was
That's
going
the-
to town.
I don't know. It kind of looks like you're constipated.
Oh, concentrated. Concentrated.
HF is blue collar, FT8 is white collar for sure.
I could say that.
All right, and this is Servando's setup. So Servando gets to field day. Well, I woke up and he had pulled in. I don't know if you just got there or what, but he gets the Frisbee and he goes, screw this, I'm just going to grab a Frisbee and go. He goes back to his truck and immediately just gets bombarded. I mean, I've never seen 20 meters be so lit up. And it was just go, 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 go. And I could feel the tension in Servando thinking to himself, like, what did I just get myself into? Like, I thought I was coming out just to hang out. And he's just going, like, trying to do everything. And he had a massive pile up. It was a lot of fun to see that right out of the get-go.
I didn't want to tell anyone, but all those people, those 38 contacts that I got, they were all people that I know from POTA.
Yeah, you know him.
You told them to come, huh?
Yeah, I was like, bro, hit me up.
Oh God, there's a 30-foot. Oh wait, never mind. That's the
All
other.
right.
This is us putting
Connor,
up the 160.
This is us all working together to get our erection, and it worked.
Connor, your little baby dick pole, dude. That thing, I don't know how it survived the night.
I have no idea. We need a picture of
I have
that.
no idea.
So, yeah, I have
Dude,
no
I have
idea.
no
the
idea.
electrical tape. It was who put the electrical tape on it? I don't know who.
Justin.
Kellen. Yeah,
That
Justin
worked.
did. Yeah, it was Justin.
Yeah.
Justin's just like, hey, we need more. We need more. And
That was
then I was
incredible,
so worried
dude.
that 3D print was gonna like split, like the layers were gonna come apart. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna wake up and this pole's gonna be on like somebody's RV or car or something like that. And I wake up and I'm like, the pole's already down, but no one said like it fell. I'm like, how did that survive the night when there was 45, 47 mile an hour winds?
I know, it's crazy. And get a
I
load
don't
of this
even know how I
picture.
survived the night. I have no clue how I survived the night.
Can you believe this
Hey.
this is supposed to be a field operation for emergency contact, like preparation, and
Yeah, right. Exactly.
there's antennas like better than anything I have at my house. It's insane. So
Well,
This
this
is an
is
emergency.
every day for Kellen. This
This
is
is-
normal.
This is an
This is
emergency.
yeah. This is this
Kellen
is like
did deploy this by himself too.
yeah. For
Yeah.
Kellen, this was like, oops, I accidentally set up a 30-foot.
You know, half
So
the
I
struggle
put-
is
so
being
I put-
prepared. I
So
came prepared.
I pull in. Kellen's got a drill, and he's just drilling into the earth. And he
We have a
looks over and
video.
gives me a thumbs up, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, hey, you know what, dude? Kellen's probably not gonna touch on that because to him it's just like whatever. But he used these like special earth anchors that give you like a thou wow of freaking pull strength. That's like 1,000 pounds, over 1,000 pounds, right, Kellen?
Yeah,
In like packed dirt.
yeah. Well,
And,
yeah, if it's asphalt rated, it's 4,600 pounds.
Jesus Christ. And he just drilled them into the ground, and like those things were not going anywhere. Like if the wind that we like suffered overnight Saturday night didn't bring them down, they would survive anything. That
no,
was
that
pretty
that
rough.
that thing was a permanent install. It was awesome.
You can see my
I mean,
dinky tent right there.
we
behind
all-
my
Hey,
car.
that's funny. 'Cause I had a guy asking me about how to do that permanently install up in Placerville. He's like, "How can I get those anchors? Can you send me the link? Can you send me this?" I'm like, "Dude, this is not a permanent install."
Yeah, that's a permanent install. I was tying my antennas off to it. We were all like, we had the 160
Me.
tied off to it. I had my infed tied off. We just
Me and
started
Nick
using
trying to
his
get a
tower. Oh
Me
yeah.
and Nick trying to get a rock with a 30-foot pole. We're trying to get this tiny rock over one of the struts of the tower, and the rock just kept coming out of the string. And Nick, sleep deprived, is just like, I don't. What'd you say? You're Nick. You're just like, stop. Just I need to focus.
Dude, I don't know what looked crazier like from the road, because when I left, like I was like, dude, I don't know what looked crazier. Kellen's like antenna or that hex beam, because they both look crazy, dude. It looked like we were about to contact some aliens, dude, for sure.
Like an amusement park, man.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about like Mexico. I'm talking about like outer space, dude.
That's what I told people when they were coming to visit. I was like, when you get off the freeway, just look for the big old flying V. Like,
Yep.
I'm not going to give you the address. You're just going to look, and then you're just going to see it right in front of you. And not one person had a hard time trying to find that address. They were like, there it is. I
Yep.
see it.
Look at them calves on point.
Oh, there's the
There, we're just
that last
walking.
picture, you could see the whole thing. I think
Yeah,
I
right.
posted these ones.
Goes
That
all the way
pole
down to that
suffered
tower.
from Peronis, but it was solid, dude. It did not move.
Are you guys all still burned or what?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're all sunburnt, dude. Like we're either
Yeah.
burned or like dark.
Or ginger fry. What are you talking about? And I was in the shade.
Yeah. Look at that thing.
Geez. We should have put some flags on it, streamers or something.
That's the same antenna that NN6EE has on his roof in Concord. You go by his house and you'll know where his house is because you see that big freaking thing sticking off of his roof. You're like, what in God's name is that? But it's insane. Right downtown Concord.
We should have had Roman candles. That's the only thing that would have made this thing more American.
That was a trippy antenna right there. That guy, it looked like he was
Some
going
LEDs
over
on
the
it, dude.
drop.
Some cannon fireworks.
I don't remember. I don't remember this guy's name. Jason, do you remember the guy in the Dodge truck's name?
Paul?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Paul.
that's PMR.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
from like Lincoln or something.
he showed up, set that thing up in like 4 minutes, and then like halfway through the day packed it up and left.
I like his style, dude. If he got any contacts on that antenna, I need to rethink my whole operation, bro.
I think it was more than 4 minutes. I think Greg was standing in the truck holding the pole for about 20. But after
Yeah, I
that,
helped him
it
put
was
that
probably
thing
4
up.
minutes.
Yeah, Paul's old school, man. I've been on 3-3 with him for 30 years.
If you guys haven't had a chance to check out Jason's live stream there, it's got a pretty cool walkthrough of all the different stations and stuff. I went and watched it a couple times just to see my radio over and over again. But
it was pretty good.
Yeah, it showed everything. I don't remember how long it is. It's pretty short, but just gave you a brief overview of the grounds that we were on and all the different stations that were set up. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out at Ham Radio TV on YouTube. Now
That's Dahlia, bro. She's a seasoned dispatcher, bro, for fire, police, fire, and medical. And she was oh shit, I can't cuss on. So she was nervous. She was nervous and on the radio. She talked to old turkeys, you know what I mean, in the middle of nowhere. And she was nervous. So like, hats off to Ryder, you know what I mean? Those two Boy Scouts there, or the Eagle Scouts that were there, like they got on the radio and they were nervous. And I mean, it was fun, man. I think Kellen, your wife got on there too. I think she made some contacts with Texas, I think.
Yeah, North Texas.
Yeah.
And then my daughter got one into South Dakota.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So
I think that's what I enjoyed the most.
Whose aerial photos are these?
Mine.
Some guy just showed up with a drone. Didn't he?
That's got to be Jason, dude.
Well, no, that's a good point. So there was a guy. What is his name?
Gary.
Gary.
It's not Jim. It's not Jim's drone.
Right. No, so he was around there at lunch, and I go, "Oh, Jim's here." And then come to find out, I got an email with a bunch of his, and then later I took some while they were deploying that 160. And there's video in there too, although I don't know if I dropped a video.
I don't know. I don't think so. You can
Did
still
your-
drop it. I'm
hey,
sure I
Jason,
can
did
play
your
it.
Twitch ever show up? The Twitch live thing?
What's up, Bert?
The Twitch live that Jason put up? Did it?
No, that didn't seem to work. I'm still figuring it out. So I'm actually experimenting with Twitch as we speak now. It's a new platform. It's I don't know. Spreading ham radio everywhere. That's what I'm trying to do. Spreading the seed. Wait, that's something else.
There you go. So yeah, super cool pictures.
Dude, the church on Sunday with the cars honking, that was so bizarre, dude.
Honk for Jesus.
I'm all cool. I'm cool with Jesus, man. I'm cool with Jesus, but that was bizarre.
There was some interesting stuff going on this side of the on the other side of this picture. It got real. But yeah, so
before that,
look
did
at
they
the
have like
aerial
a
view of that.
drive-in Sunday church?
Yeah, dude. Like some guy was on a speaker, and then he was like, "Hallelujah!" And then like the cars would be honking and flashing their lights, and I'm like, "Who the hell is honking?" And I looked over there, and they're honking for Jesus, bro.
I thought it was an accident on the freeway or something.
They're honking for Jesus.
How much power is Kellen running on that thing with all those panels?
2,400 watts.
Jeez. How big is your battery bank?
I got 550 amp hour batteries.
550 amp hour batteries.
No, 150.
Yeah, 5 150
Yeah, yeah.
hour batteries. Yeah, okay. That's bitching.
Yeah, Bobby, at least you got a straight answer. When I asked him how many watts he's running, he always says all of them. How many amp hours you got? He says all of them.
I saw this guy's
Yes.
the box.
This
That's
was
the one that was in the trailer. I can't remember. I think the guy was running 20 and everybody was looking for the frisbee and it was taped to his RV.
That was 80. That was 80.
this was Bruce's station. He was operating
That's
primarily
that was a
80
nice
meters.
setup.
Yeah, and he's even got it set up where he can run 300 watts. Although he did tell me that he had the power set to low, so that limits it to 150.
Right.
75. 75 on low, 150 on medium.
Something
I'm
like
so
that.
happy I met Bruce because I've known him for a few years. I've known of him for a few years, and he was our old club engineer. And there was only one person in between him and I in my local club, so it was really cool to actually meet him out there. I didn't even know he was a VVR member.
It's a little hard to hear you, Connor.
Is it? That's weird.
There you go.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
the we got the
Storm, dude.
spectrum analyzer out.
Yeah, we were analyzing each other's spectrums.
Spectrum's analyzer.
Why are you so close to your camera, Servando?
He needs new
Because I'm on my work computer, dude. I'm not on my like big screen. I'm on my work computer.
You're like
I didn't feel
right
like
there.
burning up in the garage, dude. I didn't think you guys were worth it. So I'm in the air conditioned kitchen.
It's pretty cool right now, actually.
Where's the love, Serrano?
Yeah,
You gotta
it
make
is.
some
It is nice
sacrifices.
out right now.
There's Kellen drilling those big old lag screws into the ground.
I like how Dan's like, "Yep, this is safe. He's doing it
Safety
right."
Supervisor.
Yeah.
Supervisor.
He was trying to lead the way for Nick on how to be a supervisor.
Yeah, dude.
Not
You
touch
guys-
anything and not help.
At least you had real shoes rather than your house slippers on that.
Hey, everybody left, and I helped you load that tower in there.
What? What tower? The one I carried in?
Yeah. I had to help kind of guide you into the back there, make sure you're
Guide
safe.
you. Yeah, dude, that was badass, dude.
That was epic.
Yeah, you made all of that, huh? You made the hinge and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that's badass.
I'd like a.
You know, it's all the stuff laying around.
Can you post a link to these
I made that. That's
flagpoles?
Dude, I'm so glad I was there when you trapped your first Sheila at that campsite at Lake Collins Lake,
was
dude. That
wicked.
was awesome.
Yeah. Hey, Kellen, those the verticals on that. What'd you use, dude?
The flagpoles. Can you post a link in Discord to those?
That's a good question.
Look at that tower.
There's gonna be like 6 mag loops set up within the next couple months,
Delta loops?
See,
or delta
yeah,
loops.
Kellen doesn't have a link to it. If he posted a link to it, it would be his phone number.
Yeah. All right, so here we have the DX Commander. Did he get a chance to operate this thing? Do you know?
Hey, a moment of silence, please, for the DX
A
Commander.
little bit.
A little bit.
He hammed a little too hard on that bad boy.
Yeah, he
Hammed
hammed
it into
hard.
2 pieces.
For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, he took this DX Commander and sent it right through that fence behind him, and
No way.
snapped it right in half. It was a pretty epic fail. I don't know if we have any pictures of the catastrophe that went on, but yeah, it was.
He took it
was a bad deal.
remarkably well, man.
He did.
How did that happen?
It was windy.
Mother
Well, the guy
Earth.
was like, yeah.
Mother Earth
It
took
was
it.
super windy out there, man.
Who in the world was that?
That was Jim, dude. Yeah, Jim, give us the weather report. What was the weather like out there?
It was windy.
It was windy.
It's windy out there. Down there, wind was blowing, and it snapped his little safety line, and done did fell over. And
Yep.
the spike on the fence. Go back to the picture of the fence. Right, come on now, one more. There you go, right there. See it that there? Upper right hand corner, them little spiky things went right through the pole. Fell right on it. It broke it. It broke bad.
You know what's funny though? Before he even put it up, he was talking about. He goes, I don't think I like this thing. I'm not even sure how I'm going to put it up. Then who was he talking to? He was admiring I think Greg, he was admiring your antenna. He's like, I think I'm just gonna run my cable over there and use Greg's antenna for a while.
I mean, I picked it up, right? It's pretty light. It was I expected it to be a bit more beefier, but I could see why it broke the way that it did.
Dude, look at that setup, dude.
Yeah.
I was surprised it didn't have a pole like through it or something, that it was kind of balanced on those low guys, man.
Nick, you said that was Bruce? That was Bruce's setup?
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was
Bruce's.
Bruce's.
Oh, that's really nice, dude.
Hey,
All right.
look at that. Bill Elliott went and visited us, huh?
So you got a link in the chat for a poll.
Yeah, that's their the website, polesandholders.com.
He
It's
just
a
typed.
company
It's
out of
not a
Oswego.
link. It's not even a link. It's just he typed it.
Whatever.
Yeah, poles and hoes. Poles and
Oh,
hoes.
me?
Boatsandhose.com.
No, am I not seeing the YouTube chat? Where am I not? I put it in
Oh,
YouTube. It's an
okay.
Amazon link.
That
You can go
picture.
buy it.
Where the hell was
Got
I in this picture, dude? What the hell? Was I making the food?
No, this
you
was
weren't-
the
you weren't
night
even going.
you weren't there. Friday night.
Wait, do we want to explain what happened?
Those
on Friday
poles.
night?
Those
You
poles
bet.
are Those poles are $151 a piece.
No,
Kellen
they're-
doesn't mess
they're
around.
$56.
Oh.
They're $56, dude.
Well, this was an
The
Amazon
PNH
choice.
22s.
Is
Amazon
that where
choice.
you got the big screws?
No.
Yeah.
No.
How long are those poles, Kellen?
Those are AmericanEarthAnchors.com.
Oh,
They
dang.
sure were good screws.
So they're awesome.
How
They're
long?
$40 a piece, Bobby.
36.
40.
I got
Hey,
40.
these poles are cheaper at bassandtitties.com, dude. They're way cheaper.
But
dude.
hey,
That
I
price,
didn't
man.
have no safety issues, no nothing.
Is that site safe for work?
This
Hey,
is.
Nah,
Nick,
yeah.
you want to explain
Hey.
the picture that's on screen?
This is
Kellen
devolving.
didn't have any pull-out issues.
Nice.
Well,
Hey,
no, I did. I did.
It did
Yeah.
I
collapse.
had two mishaps in the beginning because I didn't sink
Yeah.
it all the way. So I learned the vital method. You have to push it in all the way.
Yeah,
You can't,
yeah.
you can't go half birdie. You got to send it.
It's
So
in
you
the
didn't-
instru-
you didn't
it's in the
set the load
instructions.
correctly.
Hey, Kellen, how long were those flagpoles? The two that you
Those
had.
were 22 foot.
22-foot flagpoles.
Yep, and that Delta loop was a 20-meter full wave loop. So it's like 72 feet or something like that. So it was what, 22 feet one way, 22 feet the other, and it was like 30 something across.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Get
For
that
all
hypotenuse.
those.
That's right.
Yeah. Pythagorean theory.
All right.
Yeah.
And then 45
So-
degree 1.41 multiplier.
This was
Yep.
us all going out to dinner. I'm like 50 hours into no sleep here.
And this is after walking like 4 miles because nobody knew what was open.
And apparently nothing was open. I don't
Yeah,
even
this
know
was
what
like
time
the
it
fifth
was.
place we stopped at or something.
Yeah.
Thank God Panda Express wouldn't let us in because we weren't wearing masks because I hate that place.
And poor Eric had to like run us down because he was meeting us at somewhere else.
At Fuddruckers.
Yeah.
Hey, did we ever get Connor's permission slip from his parents?
No, we're
No.
still waiting on that.
No,
Yeah,
we got
they
visual
sent it over
confirmation on the
FT8.
telephone.
They sent it over
Oh.
FT8, right?
Whoever posted this,
Back
thank
on
you.
FT8.
Here was the
You
win.
know who's Dawn's site, INR? I went into his trailer like a Saturday or Sunday morning with the pullouts and everything. That guy was living plush in there. It was so nice.
Look,
Yeah, he just got that trailer too. So
We were gone for dinner in that video. All of us
Yeah.
were out at dinner.
the wind is literally like blowing tents over, and Kellen's antenna is just completely
this
unaffected.
is actually a
just sitting
Solano County Sheriff video. It was as evidence.
there.
Yeah, that the wind ate at least 2 sunshades that weekend.
And DX Commander.
Yeah,
And
a
the DX Commander. Yeah, that wind was
And that
relentless.
puppy didn't move at all up there.
15 elements of
Antenna
fury.
shaking. You can see that Wolf River coil vertical just shaking, and then Kellen's tower just.
We just need to make sure Callum doesn't see this video. Or he-
Actually, the Wolf River coil was shaking out of fear of the enormous towers standing
It
over.
was.
You know what's crazy is the hex beam, like it just moved like side to side slowly, but that thing took the wind a lot better than I thought it
Look at
would.
my tent.
Yeah, it didn't care.
That's my tent. That was brutal.
Your little tent moved like 10 feet, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. When we came back from dinner, it was so that
I
we
thought
obviously
you were like
had
doing
just
flips
left.
in there before I knew you
Yeah.
weren't even in there.
Yeah, no, I was. We came back from dinner and my tent was moved like 45 feet to the side,
Look
and
at
I
that white
staked that
gem
bad
in
boy
back.
down.
That's a Dodge commercial.
Look at this antenna, though.
Yeah, that truck looks like its transmission's about to fall out the bottom of it, dude.
Hey, look, this is the most that antenna moved, dude.
Yeah.
That's it. Didn't even care.
That's crazy. And that's not even its final form. I can't, dude. It's gonna be badass once it's like ready.
What's that one called? Who makes that one?
Buddy Hex and Buddy Pole's making it.
Okay,
Yep. 6 through 20 meters.
nice. What's the beam that Killam's got?
A 15 element 2 meter.
Nice.
Full
And you had that
send.
that 123 too, didn't you?
The 223,
Yeah, that small antenna.
the little
Or
spike. Yeah.
1.2.
Still gonna send it.
Still gonna send it.
Yeah, I
There's
made contacts on it.
There's the breakfast shack.
Dude, those pancakes were so yummy, dude.
They were
Bro,
good.
those pancakes were smacking.
We missed them Sunday morning.
And the French
man.
toast, the French toast was hella good.
Where's
French
Dan
toast
right
is
now?
That was kind of weird having to go into that to go get
That's perfect. Right there.
see, that's when Connor missed pancake breakfast on Sunday.
Yeah.
morning right there.
Connor was like, "Where's breakfast?" I was like, "Dude, breakfast was served like 4 hours ago." You
and, then
need to wake up earlier."
he snapped
That's
a
my
picture
wife's
right then.
favorite photo.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna
Oh,
make
that
this.
was Servando's first picture.
That was the first picture. Yeah, that was the first
yeah, that
picture
was
that I
the
took.
best one.
Other than
It was like
Connor,
that
do I
one-
have everybody
that one and the
else's
one where
permission to
the,
use this as the picture for the 2 meter crew anti-net? Like to
Yeah.
make. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, this is what happens when you miss it.
No, I think you should use the one with the Boy Scouts.
There you go, Joe.
Second picture.
Look like a redneck.
We're all getting ready to
Saturday
get.
morning.
We're like, dude, where's the food?
Well, that was Saturday morning. We were
Oh, I
ready.
thought they were having a prayer around the food beforehand. It looked like it.
They never told us what time the food was on Sunday. It just happened, and me and Dan were having an RF hangover.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hangover. You guys were spooning or something. I don't know what was going on. Door was
Hey,
locked. And nobody
I had
answered
a
the door.
I had a headache. He was rubbing my temples.
That's
Hey,
what
you
my
know
wife
what?
says. I
You know
got a
what they
headache.
say. You know what they say. Spooning leads to forking.
So
just
so Greg
just
and
open
I
the door
walk
and act
out-
normal. Nobody's gonna think anything weird.
So Greg and I walk out on Saturday night, and we're both like tired, and we were just talking on the phones, and we come back out, and like Kellen's got his everything, like the table, it was just quiet. No one was out. It was just me and Greg, and we're like, "Where the party at?" Everybody went to sleep. It was like, oh man,
We're
You guys
old,
back up
dude.
quick.
Yeah.
Hey man, we ain't spring chickens, dude. We're
I'm a
we're
guy that
done.
gets up at 3 a.m. I'm not staying up all hours of the night every night.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
either.
You guys were up like pretty late on Friday night, though. I know I
Oh,
went
yeah.
to bed early that night.
Yeah, 12 o'clock,
Dude.
man. Hit, and I was done.
Look at that condom on that screen, dude.
I,
We need to
I
have
almost
a vote.
ripped
Took
it
it
off.
off. I
Hey,
took
can
it
we
off
post-
already.
Can we have a post? Like, would you take this off or would you leave it on like Jason did? Because I swear,
It was a dirty condom by the end of the weekend, dude.
dude, that thing was used.
You know, there's a lot of people out there that leave that stuff on electronics for like as long as possible. Like I've seen people driving cars that are 6,
Bro,
8 months old, and
Those
they've
are
got
the same people. Those are the same people that wrap their couches in plastic, and then they have that plastic like throw rug that you have to like walk over to.
Yeah.
Dude,
The hallway rug, that's all
Oh my
plastic.
god, dude.
Oh, you don't need to take your
That's-
shoes
that's
off. Just
straight
put
up
these booties
Filipino,
on,
dude.
please.
Dude,
That
yeah.
goes with like the big ass giant fork and spoon made out of wood on the walls,
Nah,
dude.
dude.
Usually you see those when the Filipino people were giants. They usually wrap all their couches and everything in plastic as well, dude.
And I don't know who
Dude.
brought this coffee, but every morning there was hot.
I think Frank
Starbucks
did that,
coffee.
dude.
Yeah,
That was
Frank.
That was
incredible.
awesome.
That was
Frank
like
Stacks.
That
the
stuff
most
had me
amazing.
Spinning.
What's that?
Yeah.
One cup, man. I was spinning after one cup.
Yeah. Thank you, Frank, so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
Lifesaver.
it was so nice that like food and coffee and everything was just done. We could just be,
That was phenom, dude. That was
hams
awesome.
having fun. Other than Friday, and we barely figured out food on our own,
We needed adult supervision on Friday. Which we
Oh
didn't.
my god.
Connor
took
looks
us
like
to
a
go to
homeless
5
woman
different
in this
places.
photo. Connor looks like a homeless lady with no teeth in this photo.
Well, I
You
see
look like-
mostly
you look-
I see mostly
You look
Greg
like
in
a,
this
you
photo.
look like a tortoise named General Shrewd.
Hey,
there
Bird, are you
was
making
pancake.
TikToks in your car again?
Just haven't got inside yet.
You need to
Cool,
wear something a little bit more fun.
Dude, look at Greg, man. He brought out like the craziest freaking like this thing looks like it like does something crazy. It just powers his phone off of his
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to
It's
think of
like
that at first.
powerful
It's super
battery.
cool.
Most people just go buy like was it a Morpheus or a battery pack?
Yeah,
That would not
dude.
pass through the airport security. That would not pass.
That
it's
is
my
so-
phone
that's
charger.
so boring though to go buy a battery pack. Come on now, look what he did. He was being creative. He's doing the electronic stuff, right?
Hey, look at all that
Playing
butter.
with electronics.
That's a lot of butter.
Just
Oh
so
my
much butter.
God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Those-
so much butter.
Those OMs know how to party.
Yeah,
Look
they
at that
do.
maple syrup too.
I just didn't understand why they had the mayonnaise out, during pancake serve out. It was just weird.
I didn't
Did,
see that.
did they?
Yeah, it threw me off, dude. It's a miracle
Did
it's
they
out.
really have mayonnaise out?
Butter substitute.
That actually leads me to like a good idea. We should
Get a
all
scoop of butter. Get a scoop of butter, some mayonnaise, and get a pancake.
Nah, dude, kill yourself. Don't do that.
That's like a macaroni salad. There's a piece of macaroni in that.
No,
big-
dude. I don't want deviled
Butter right
pancakes,
there.
dude. I don't want deviled pancakes. You weirdos. Next slide, please. Next slide, please.
Move it along.
Gross.
you guys are
There you
killing
go.
me.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Some good old fashioned Texas toast.
Who had the Matey batteries on that table? Was that Nick?
Yeah, that was me.
I think.
Yeah,
it
I
was
think
Nick.
those are Nick's. Yeah.
I just got one at the flea market. This is a killer find. I don't know if you can see it, but
15?
it's 16 amp hour.
Yeah.
I said, how much you want for that? And he goes, $10. I didn't even ask him if he would take 5.
No, that's a
No, dude,
screaming
that's
deal.
a
They're
great
good
find.
battery.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, $10.
What was our
That-
finding? We measured the voltage. What on the did we measure it on Saturday night, right? Or did we do it? Yeah, I think Saturday night when you're packing everything up, we measured the voltage, and wasn't it still at like 13.8 or something? Or like
Yeah, it didn't even
it didn't even
try.
move.
But that Elecraft pulls like the least amount of amperage.
Dude,
out of
that
anything
Elecraft
ever.
was so damn sexy, dude.
Yeah, it's a fun radio.
I did rub myself up against it, like when nobody was in that tent of yours.
Yeah, I could
Bro,
tell.
Trying to
look at that
seduce your
stash,
Elecraft,
dude.
Yeah. I just
Greg,
make a
you're gonna
habit of
burn your
wiping it
back
off
off
with a
real
sani
quick.
wipe every time I come back to it.
Hey, just so you know, this is the rare photo of Jason actually making a voice contact.
He's
It was
just on a
VVRC.
repeater. He's just on a
Yeah,
repeater.
repeater.
That right there is a professional.
Hey, you can tell he
Operator.
had to emphasize his call just by the vein popping out of his neck. He was on that HT. He had to really emphasize his call,
Dude,
And
look
Nick,
at
that
that.
thing was a little cool right there.
Dude, tell me
Yeah.
that
Those things
this
are
would-
pretty cool.
Tell me that this would not get you tackled and immediately put into secondary inspection at an airport. If you bust that out, dude.
No, dude.
So
that's
the funny thing
I'll
about
do
this
it.
is everybody. I posted this a long time ago, and I got a bunch of flack for it on like some like do-it-yourself groups and stuff, and they were like, "That'll never work because of yada yada yada." Well, inside here is a metal post, and I press that post out and then cut it in half and separate it. So that's what makes that one-to-one balun right there. It's connected on the top, and then it's connected at the base where it goes into the BNC. But it's actually separated in the middle, so no continuity can flow through the entire post. It's all ran through the
It's
balun.
like you built a little brazier,
Hey,
dude.
can you-
It
hey.
lifts and separates.
Nick, can you post a link to that?
Yeah, like what do you want me to post a picture of me
See,
building another one
No,
or something?
I was just trying to make you feel what Kellen was
Phone number?
feeling earlier.
Oh, did
No,
he
seriously.
did he
doesn't,
build the
doesn't
flagpoles?
That
ARK
looks homemade. That looks
Doesn't
homemade.
ARK make some of those things too?
Not like this. I don't think so.
You want to see something that'll throw you off in the airport. Now, when I went, I made sure there was no extra magazines that I forgot about. I made sure there was no knives, no other pointy objects or anything that could be anything that could grab attention, right? Well, didn't think about this.
Jesus.
So this, okay, I didn't think twice about because it's
a coin purse.
And check this out. This is so bitchin' because you know when you're on a case hunt for something, well,
it holds a real grenade.
I was on a case hunt for this camera, this badass little sport camera. Okay. And look at how that thing fits in there, like a glove. I mean, it was like when I put it in there, it's like, I don't know.
It went boom.
It's like that. Okay. So you close it and I'm all, that's so cool. My camera's in a grenade bag. Is that not freaking cool? Well, I'll tell you when it's not cool. When you go to the airport.
They say something?
Oh, dude. I got mobbed.
You got tackled, man.
I got this lady goes, I'm sitting here just talking to the guy. They're going through all my shit, right? And this lady goes, oh, we need to definitely look at that guy's bag. And I'm like, who's she talking about? And I look and I'm all, oh crap, that's my bag.
Talking about me.
What the hell could be in there? I looked for everything.
Dude.
Forgot about my grenade.
Hey, Greg, this antenna right here in the upper right-hand corner, that BNC that's just laying on the table, and the BNC that's connected to the radio, those are both K6ARK designs. So he basically created and he has a great video on this, but he's since created a surface mount board that you can put the capacitor on and run all the wires through for the ballon and everything. And he sells them as kits. So super cool design, and it makes it a lot easier to build with not so much do-it-yourself work. But so big shout out to Adam who sent me those. They are really effective and they work really good. So that's probably what you were thinking about.
Is he like a .com K6ARK? Shout out to Adam out there.
No, go to YouTube. Look up K6ARK portable radio.
You can't miss him, dude.
He's always up on a mountain doing something cool.
Yes.
All right, guys, I'm rolling.
All right, was
See
that Aaron?
See you guys tonight.
Aaron, we'll
Yeah,
see you later.
Got to get the
Look at
kids
that
to bed.
station.
It's good to see you this weekend, Aaron.
Yeah, good to see you, Aaron.
Good to see you, Aaron.
That was strange. He came
Yeah, see
carrying
you guys.
gifts. He came with like an air conditioner.
Yeah, I had it on earlier, but it's pretty nice right now.
It gets hot in Vacaville, man. You gotta take care of the goods. All right, we'll see you guys.
Good
See you,
night.
brother.
All right, Aaron.
This is Dan's setup here, I think.
Was that Dan's?
Man, look at those guns.
Dude, tasty.
Dude, look at that. Straight up looking like a Arab, dude.
Hey, the
You
back
can't
of my
say
neck
these
didn't get
things.
burnt. The shoulders are completely hammered, dude.
Look at
Yeah.
that. I wonder why.
You put
Greg.
anything on? Did you put
I
any
wonder
like?
why.
You
I
put any
swear I-
lotion on the skin?
He put butter.
I didn't.
That's all he could
Butter
find.
from the
The
morning,
butter
dude.
from the breakfast table.
The mayonnaise was
That's
full.
why I saw finger marks.
Some of that
Put the
mayonnaise
mayonnaise
too, dude.
on
Some
it.
of the mayonnaise too, man.
Oh man.
Whoa, look at them
Dude,
delts, dude.
We got this thing up, and then we realized we didn't actually put a feed line to it, dude. I think we had to take that thing down like twice, dude.
Hey, Greg, I was there when he said, "Oh, I forgot to add." I was like, I walked away, dude, because I was
I
like,
know
I'm not
you
even
did.
set
I'm
to do
like,
this,
damn
dude.
it.
And this is
Well,
where we
I
all
mean,
got
so. Yeah,
we all got
he's
we
a
all got
solid
treated like
dude.
little
That was-
children.
That was probably
Yeah,
his
Mike
first
was
time.
cool, man. Mike
That
was
was-
cool, man.
I mean, that was it. He was popping his, you know what?
This is the 55-minute prep talk.
Oh my.
Oh,
We got we all got treated like little children here.
that was fun.
Those good times.
Yeah, and then I got scolded for trying to take a picture of an American eagle or whatever it was. It ended up being a pigeon.
He's like, it's just a bird, man. Come over here.
We're like,
It's
hey,
bird.
it's a hawk. We're like, it's a hawk, and then one of the guys were like, that's just like a pigeon, or he said something like that. And Servano's like, I'm taking a picture of it.
No, it was a
It's a
bird
hawk
of
in the
prey.
distance.
It was a hawk.
Bam.
It's a nice shirt you got there,
Bobby,
Bobby Lee.
where can we score the merch, Bobby? Want
Yeah.
some merch, dude.
Bobby Babam.
You know, Nick's wife made that for me as a gift. They have a printer, and that he put the biggest smile on my face when he showed up at my house to grab that tower and brought me that shirt. I was so happy. I was like, "Bam!"
I could picture like a comic book scene where like Batman is smacking the shit out of Robin, and
Yeah.
you know he's doing one of these, and it just says "bam" over the top of it, right?
Look at Cliff.
Taking
Cliff's
notes.
pretending to
He's
take
taking notes. He's Cliff was serious about it. He got in
Dude,
there and
no,
just started.
No, Cliff
It's
drew
hard
a
to tell
stick
when he
figure.
wasn't serious, man.
Cliff drew a stick figure driving a car with an antenna on it. That's what you had written down on paper.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
we're
I
over
gotta
here
fly.
like little
Something happened up there. I guess Sandy either lost her car battery, so now they're all stressed out. She's up there, and they closed the gate, so you can't get up there to So we might have to do a stealth ninja rescue.
Well,
bolt cutters, my man.
Well, bring a camera, roll some footage on that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we got
Rush a
big
drone
fish.
up there, dude. Do
Bring
this
that
right.
grenade. Bring that grenade camera.
I'm sure if you find somebody in the city, they'll unlock it for you.
Put that on your head.
There you go.
That's what you need.
There you go.
Call 911.
Always the
Yeah,
answer.
just call
I have a
911.
feeling you've gone up there before, dude. He's got the tools for the job.
That's pretty big.
If that tool doesn't work, just bigger hammer and just keep
He's got
going.
the
bigger
he's got
hammer.
the yellow ones to go with his little yellow P25 radio. Yeah.
I need radio.
Motorola certified
Speaking of bolt cutters, has anybody been up to the tower lately, dude?
Nah.
No, I got
Pretty
a phone
trashed.
call about it that I
Look
got
at
for cheating.
Servando's setup. This thing is just sweet, Servando.
That's
You just got
professional.
everything there. You just get out.
Oh, you could see.
Flip
you
open
could
your
see him in
tailgate,
the,
drop
in
down
his
your
iPad too.
drop down your built-in table, and get after it.
Yeah, I didn't bring my canopy, dude, because I was using it for at the house. I didn't want to take it down. I'm
Bet
kind
you
of
wish
glad
you
I did it,
would've.
dude, because I saw
Oh.
Greg go through 2 canopies. I was like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, Greg's the destroyer of canopies.
No shit.
Diesel.
I need radio.
I
Yeah,
need
dude, the inside of his trailer was awesome, dude. That was crazy nice.
Yeah, he just got that thing, dude. That he's still adding to it.
You know,
he's
now we're gonna have to make a
Let's me take a
900
photo
figure
of Nick's
just for Connor.
Yes. Yes.
All
we
he's
need a
missing
900
is like
fix.
it's like a jacuzzi inside of that thing, dude. It's like coming to America when you're in that rat trap of an apartment, dude, building, and then you go inside and it's just heaven inside.
Jason, we need a 900 frisbee.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a thing.
How many contacts did you make on 900?
Exactly. Moving on. Next slide.
Well, it's because my mobile blew up on me. So
I like how
Oh,
Don.
boy.
I like how Don's like, I can use 900. I use my cell phone. And I was like, oh, I knew that was coming.
Oh, little ham radio comedy there for ya. Hee hee.
Trigger. Anyway, what happened to your battery? Why did the car battery die?
Oh, Aaron missed
Yeah.
it.
There it is.
Dude, he
That was
knocked
so
him
much
out,
fun.
dude.
That was so cool.
Yeah, you got what, 5 contacts?
Yeah, he got 5 contacts, dude. And like, what was scary is the first one was kind of, sketch. The second one was like, okay. The third one was like, dude, who the hell are you? And then by like the 5th one, he was like full blown. I didn't even have to tell him what to say. He knew how to respond. I was like, all right, kid, you're off. That's it.
Did
It
anyone
was super cool.
call him a YL?
No one.
Oh, that's good.
Is that the battery in the car?
No, I mean, hey, I was right there. It takes time for it to drop, you know?
After shaving that mustache, it looks like you're still there, Jason.
You know, I think that was my favorite part of field day, seeing like Ryder and the Boy Scouts and Connor, all the kids making contacts. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was that was a lot of fun.
Well, Servando, wasn't that happening to your lady or was it Kellen's lady? People were coming back and they're like, go ahead, YL. They were just picking her out of the pileup.
That was my wife. They're like,
Yeah.
get back here, YL. YL, come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like,
They're-
what do I do? I was like, you answer them.
Oh yeah.
They were
Dude.
from Texas. They're like, you leave when I leave. When I tell you, you leave.
15 alpha. That's a lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they said. Yeah.
Having to repeat 15 alpha like 4 times to
I
each
know.
contact.
Everybody.
Right,
I
Kellen,
can't-
did you have someone?
Everybody
did you
had a
have
comment
someone
about
tell
that.
you that's a mistake? They were like 15. That's a mistake.
They're like, no, you got too many numbers. And I was like, no, there's 15 of
No,
us
no.
here.
All right.
Turn on your slow scan. Let me send you a picture really quick.
So what? You saying Sandy
Yeah,
has
so,
a
Kellen's
issue
Advanced
that's
Digital.
draining her battery and has
We
nothing
might
to
have
do with
gotten
anything other than
like
factory
the
issue?
top for that, but we'll see. We'll see in December. The results don't come out until December. If we
The
had
top what? The top
the
YL?
most class.
I think that was one of the coolest things in
Yeah.
my contacts was having a top
You know.
15 alpha.
Yeah.
Like the
it's
most
like,
class, like
we
what?
call
Like
it,
pinky out or
it's
like?
a funny car, right?
Number of stations.
It's all,
Number of
you know,
stations.
Yeah.
creamy and,
'Cause it's
you
class
know,
and
really
category.
important. Yeah,
And then
that's to make
section.
it look, but underneath
Hey, there's
there's
little guy. It
engine,
said in the
driver, and
paper that
cream, you know.
that he's part of W6
Crap
VVR.
site.
Is
I
he on?
know.
Oh,
He's not
Ryan?
even W6 VVR. Yeah, little Ryan.
I know. Ryan was the star 2 years in a row, and
Hey, can we send them to collections for dues?
Yeah, it's not a Crown Victoria.
it was great. Yeah. Yeah. No
I never
worries.
got to visit Bobby's station. I was kind of bummed out.
November Hotel 7 Whiskey
You don't
Delta.
gotta play
This is
that.
15 Alpha.
You're rocking the whole time.
Yeah, I'm taking up
Oh, no, you don't gotta play that. I don't want to see myself.
Yeah, pull my pants, 15 alpha.
They still have the link up.
Bird.
Oh,
You know,
Did
it's like
your
idle.
radio overheat, Servando?
You know,
Not
sounds
at all,
like
dude. Not at all. I got it hooked up
typically
straight to the
there's no
truck, and I got a
charging
100-watt panel
output
on there,
until
so
it sees
it never
higher
dropped below 13.
Is that
RPM.
tent dead? That
So,
sunshade that
you
Dan
know,
was just sitting under?
And,
No,
she's
it
That one
survived.
survived, dude.
lights
It
on,
survived.
radio,
So he
everything
pulled it
else.
down. He was probably.
She's not
This
doing
one
herself
died,
any,
though.
This one died.
Yeah, that one died.
And then you can see my other dead one in the
She's gonna
background
do
over there too.
anything.
So Greg, you killed two. One's not even
running
yours.
and idling.
Yep.
Does it really put in a microcharge
Yep.
when it's
Yeah.
idling?
Harder.
Like,
Such
Microcharge
a
Damn harder.
doesn't charge it, but
Oh man!
if she's got
So I
any
come
other
over to
accessory
Greg
running
when
in the
he's
car, it's gonna be
working,
totally
and I was like,
not
"Here,
gonna-
can I have the mic
not gonna
really
do what
quick?"
you want
And I
to
guess
do.
the mic gain was really low. So Greg was calling, trying to get this station.
I
And I
told
was
her
like, "All right, let me see the
out
mic," and I
don't
just
like
go,
this
"Whiskey
and all that
6,
crap.
Victor,
Nobody
Victor,
uses that
Romeo,"
crap in
and
that
next thing you
anyway.
know, the person
Yeah.
just responds
So
right
I'm
away.
recharging the
And
portable
Greg and I were
battery
just
up,
sitting
it'll
there
be
like,
fine.
"Oh, just gotta talk louder."
Don't worry about it.
I got to give it to you
They
here,
thought it-
Jason.
They
I
thought it was
mean,
a YL though too.
I'm pretty sure this picture is like 3/4 of the way through field day, and look at how organized you still are. I mean, that's just how do you
My
do
stuff
that?
was flung around.
My
How is
stuff
that
was
org-
just train wreck.
Organized.
She's gonna drive around for half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's for the dog.
Pass a picture of the scouts. By the
You
way.
should have seen
Yeah, I
inside
saw
of the
that.
Jeep. I had food flying out of it.
Did you find all your frisbees, dude?
Yeah, I think I did. Yep. I think I did.
They're all strapped to Bruce's trailer.
You know what? I was really interested in this antenna. Whose was this one here?
Doug's?
ADD, yeah.
She gave me the radio. That's all I
And
have.
what was the bands that he could get on this one?
One
I
mile.
never really
By the
spoke
looks
to
of
him
it,
about it,
looks
but
like
it was.
15 and
Looks like-
20.
It's
I thought
not
it'd be
doing
something
anything
even
different
lower
than the car
with
sheet.
that,
That's is that a capacitor?
with that little screw in the
She's just
middle.
racing it.
I mean, it was
Well,
tall.
It's a big coil, similar to your guys' chameleons. I think it's like 10 through 40 at least.
I
'cause
think
it was
was
a big
just
coil.
parallel.
He had an 80 frisbee on his trailer, dude. So
Oh, there you go. That's good deduction.
Oh yeah.
Wow, he must have stole that from Bruce.
dude,
Hey,
I
did you
just
see the
looked
guy?
right.
Did you see Art sleeping? That was on one of my live streams.
Yeah.
was
I
he
walked-
sleeping?
I walk in there and I'm like, oh, he's taking a nap, and I just left. Like he's straight just catching flies.
Nice. Sawing wood.
Hopefully,
And
hopefully
he
he's
had
not
the
bothered
40
by
and the
that.
20 frisbee in there too, huh?
Yeah, around his arms, he was like
Yeah,
sleeping with the
one in
frisbee.
each like this.
No, it was
He was
good.
doing, he was doing FT8.
I have to say, I loved how organized Nick had all of his stuff. Like you had a case for each radio with every cable you would need for it.
There's
Ben.
LLB.
Rig control and all that stuff. That was really nice to see it. Like You pull out one bag and you have everything for that radio.
Yeah.
That setup.
I
dude.
did go and check all this stuff out. I didn't get a good explanation of how it's all set up because there's so much stuff that Bobby's got going on in these boxes.
Hey, we also got Rick here in the chat. Did you do anything for field day, Rick?
Rick James.
Unmute. No, I was watching grandkids, but I'm just enjoying seeing everything you guys were doing.
Did you get a chance to talk on the radio at all?
I listened some, but
Yeah.
that was all.
The bands
He
were
talks
just
into
wild.
the mic like he's talking into P25, dude. Every P25 user talks into the mic the same way.
Yeah,
Bro.
you gotta
You
get up
come
on
at it
it.
sideways. and
How's
shit.
my audio?
Well, like on these Motorola's, I know Bobby can relate to this. You talk past the microphone, so you don't talk
There's
straight
next
into it. You
radio.
talk to the side, and you don't catch any of the wind noise on your exhale with your P's and B's and stuff like that. So
It's a
actually
Why you
cop
sound
thing.
terrible?
Hey, isn't there a video of LLB using a HT as a hammer, dude? Like a P25 HT as a
Yeah,
hammer?
yeah, that was Ben. Yeah.
He was. I
That
was
was-
just shaking my head when I saw that, and I just walked
That was
away.
alive.
It made me cringe, man.
Yep.
Oh, that was funny. That was almost as bad as watching ETB here climb that tower with those shoes on right there, dude. We got to see that picture. There's pictures of Kellen with his house slippers on
they're
that
coming
tower.
up. They're coming up.
Actually, I like this photo. You can't see it here, but if you go to the website, you can zoom in, and there's so much resolution. You can see Servando, clear as day, taking the photo.
Where?
With my glasses.
Servando, you need to take
You
a
can
professional-
zoom. You can zoom pretty hard onto that. There
Oh,
he
there it
is.
is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Look at that fidelity.
Look at that mustache, dude.
You can see every grain.
Not
I
a
could see
single
some little-
gray hair.
I
Hey,
could see a little pancake in there, dude. from
When
the
you
morning.
when you shaved the mustache, did you lose your GoDaddy.com sponsorship and your
Yeah.
flashlight sponsorship and like
Hey, you know what? It's hard to see on this web camera here, but my upper lip is less tan than the rest of my face.
I need a
Dude,
screenshot.
I don't know
this.
what it was, dude. I don't know why like our wives did not like the stash. It made them feel uncomfortable, but I was digging the stash,
I
dude.
think
I
it made
liked it
everybody
too.
feel a little comfortable. I thought that you definitely should have been in a 70s porno movie with that good
Yeah.
mustache, dude.
I don't know. Everyone's so serious. Wait, are you sleeping?
No, he was meditating, dude. He's like, dude, I can't pull this QR peer out of
20
the weeds.
20 meters in,
He's using the
right
power
there.
of mind right there.
Oh, God.
Another face.
Oh my God, the terrible timing.
Look at
that.
The faces of Colin.
Look at that.
That
What's his
patch on that
say?
hat's great. Go up to the patch, Nick. Is it in the shot? On my hat. Oh, you barely. Oh, there it goes.
Enduring
Operate.
clusterfuck. I didn't
Hey,
even notice
those
that.
Eagle Scouts were cool, man.
Oh, I didn't even see that patch.
Zoom out and look at the one scout that was just staring at me. Look at him. Hold on. Zoom out.
Oh, when he's
You're
just
zooming
staring
in,
at you
Nick.
the whole time?
Yeah. Hold on.
Who
Zoom
is
out.
this
Nick.
guy?
Yeah, look at that. See? He's like, who's this guy in this bright orange shirt?
They were cool, man. They both made contacts into Alaska, both of them.
Yeah, it was cool.
So one of them's an Eagle Scout and the other one's a Star. So he's only a couple ranks away from Eagle, but
He's a star.
he's a Star Scout. So it goes Star, Life, then Eagle. So he's a couple ranks away.
I feel
So
like
the one in
that's
the
cool.
back there is an Eagle Scout. So
It's got
and
the
yeah, that
patch.
guy- Yeah, that guy's an Eagle Scout, and then the other one is a Star Scout.
So the Eagle Scout said his dad is a ham.
Yeah, that's what he told me, or one. I know one of them said it. The one that we were just on, the Star Scout. His dad was
That's
the
my
one that was
boy.
walking around.
That's
Right.
Greg's boy.
Yep.
The Gregs. The
He's a
Greg
character.
family.
The Gregs.
The Gregs.
There's the family. This first time they
There
ever.
it
Oh,
is.
there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh.
Why is he smiling? Why is he smiling?
Because
Dude,
I think
that's
he
why I
too
was like-
pissed. I think he was just too pissed off.
Under his breath, he was just saying, I didn't want to run this antenna. I knew it. I knew it. I just didn't. Now it's busted.
He just
It looks
ordered
like
that
it's-
too.
It doesn't
I
look
know.
like
Yeah.
it's even fiberglass. You know, if we look at the picture, it looks like
It's a little
fiberglass,
lucky.
but when it's split, it was Oh, there we
Had some
go.
organic looking material.
Look at Connor,
a-
full
that's
PPE, just to
Right.
split wood.
Hey,
you know what I
hey,
mean?
always keep your gloves on you, man.
Where's your
Always
face
keep-
shield at?
Yeah.
Ah, I got
Where's-
sunglasses. I'm good.
Where's your lumberjack chaps?
Yeah, definitely need those for a
Assless
hatchet.
chaps.
All chaps are assless.
Bert,
Servando would
hey,
know.
how many like just strangers walked up? I think I met at least 2 people who I'd
There was
never
one
heard of or
stranger.
seen.
Only
There
two.
was one stranger. He looked like he came straight out of Berkeley, dude. Remember that dude? He came in a tie-dye shirt and a skirt.
Look at
Oh,
this sick
Guy-
hat.
There,
I don't know. if
Look
I
at that
there was
remember
hat
a guy
right there.
during the briefing that
Super
walked
cool
up,
cat gave me
I
that.
don't know if any of you guys were there, but I think did Greg maybe walk over with me? One of us walked over with me, and a guy literally just said, "Hey, I was in search and rescue. I want to donate like a bunch of radios and stuff," and he donated a bunch of radios, holsters,
Oh,
chest
nice.
rigs, like everything to the club.
Wow.
And then I think he came back the next day and walked around and checked everything out. So it was a pretty
Yeah, he had that old
cool experience.
1914 radio.
Oh,
Yeah, to meet
wow.
an OT like that, yeah.
Damn, dude, look at my tits.
I believe they're called pectorials.
Whatever.
He's got a
Hey,
chest feed, man.
Servando,
He's
I
got a
love the
chest
look
feed.
of your brother's daughter in that photo. She's just looking at the tower, going, "What the hell is this?" and where the
Oh
hell am I?"
yeah. She was just like, "What is that for?" I was like, "You wouldn't
Yeah.
understand, dude."
Yeah, if you zoom in on her face, she's just
Kellen's
like,
just happy looking at it. He's just like, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
look at the
He
tower.
couldn't
for a
stop,
little
dude. He couldn't stop.
like,
I just-
I missed
Oing,
the
oing, oing, oing,
contacts.
oing.
Look, I
Look
don't
at
think
it.
people
Look at it.
realize like that whole thing was on a rotator that like he
Yeah.
was looking up and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna hit you." Like, okay, now I'm pointed towards Canada. Now I'm pointed towards Israel. Like,
it was
Canada?
amazing being able to rotate it. How many
Canada.
signals like came up? It was
Canada.
great.
That's
There's
good.
Justin showed up too.
Bringing the
And then catch-
beer.
Catching
I
Hawaii
know.
in the morning was cool.
look at Nick sipping on that hard ass pure leaf.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Oh,
There we
there
go.
it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Zoom
In
in
this-
on them
Zoom in on
slippers,
that
dude.
On this, yeah,
Zoom
on
in
the
on it.
furry slippers.
Enhance.
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 Enhance more.
I like how we say enhance and it starts to pixelate and then clarify stuff.
Maybe he
after we
wears
say
those
it.
slippers because his feet are able to kind of wrap around like a monkey's foot,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
know, so he can
Those
grip with his
slippers to
the
toes
tower.
and shit.
And then he just jumps off from right there, everybody.
Those slippers
And
are
that's
like
that.
a second skin, dude.
Then he just
Full
leaps
drone
off from
shot.
the top, brushes himself off, no big deal.
He can detect RF with those things, dude. That's
I
a cool
think
shot.
Are we circling back around now? Because I think we've
No,
seen these
there's a
couple
whole
times.
bunch more of.
Well, because
drone.
these are all mine, and I think maybe in the beginning was the other cat's.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't know
didn't
who
even
the
see
other.
You
mine.
can see the 160 up there.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that is the 160.
Yep.
Large
Before
and
we
in
raise the
charge.
center.
Enhance.
There is some videos in there. Is there video in there?
I don't think so.
If there's not,
Videos.
throw them in
I
there
don't
really
know.
quick, and we'll get to them.
Hmm.
That's such a cool
I know.
picture. That hex
That's
beam
the
from the
hex.
top.
Look at all those solar panels.
I'm so glad Kellen let me sleep in his trailer, dude. There's no way. Dude, that I can't believe, dude.
Hey.
That wind was horrible overnight.
I saw this really cool antenna design. I think I'm gonna set this one up.
Comfortable on that bed?
That's Cliff.
Two
He had a nice
contacts.
setup over there too. Like the way he kept
I
his
like Cliff,
tents
dude.
down
He's so
and everything.
chill.
He even had a
America.
fan in there.
Oh,
that dude was hooked
America.
up.
The next picture, or one of those American flag pictures, is actually a, I think it's a C5, yeah, or something.
That looks like a C-17.
Yeah, sorry, it's just. That's a
Okay.
transport.
That's his plane.
I thought
I
it
can
was a
see
Cessna,
the
dude.
winglets. A
I thought it was a
Cessna.
Cessna.
That's an
Ah,
insult.
Cessna. I saw this really cool antenna. I might actually end up setting it up for field day next year. It's a bunch of ham sticks set up on the splitter. I believe it's made by Chameleon, if I'm not mistaken. And you actually use 2 ham sticks to make a dipole, and then it's like a 6-port hub, and you can have like you can swap out the elements, so you can have a 20, 40, and 80 ham stick dipole, and then if you want to switch it out during the day to like 17 or something, you just unscrew them and screw in the ham sticks you want. It's actually really cool.
MFJ has a cheaper alternative to the Chameleon. It's the same thing. They call it the Octo whatever.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it, but I
make
think
one.
it's
It
a
costs
really
you
good
about
design.
$10.
Huh?
So you can just make one. It costs you about $10.
Man, that thing's good.
Yeah, I was looking. I wanted to find a schematic to see if they had anything special inside of it, but it doesn't really
I've
sound like they
already
do.
made one. It works.
You did?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's ham sticks. I mean, it's very limited.
Yeah. Yeah, but is it at least somewhat decent?
Yeah.
That's a good picture there, Servando.
Of Bruce, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's nice.
You should have taken headshots of all of us, man. God, I need a new profile picture.
Yeah, I
and
feel
put the
jealous.
I don't,
work
Servando, these pictures that you post, like you should do some of. I don't know what you do after them when you post them in Discord, but it's like, holy cow, they
Do shit. 'cause I
washes
don't
the
have
hell out
social
of 'em,
media.
dude.
I don't have
Dude.
social media, so I just keep them to myself, man.
they look
Instagram,
so
Get on
good.
Instagram. 2 Meter Crew Instagram.
Hey, what about Servando? What about Flickr?
I have a Flickr, but like I can just send them to you guys. You guys can do whatever you want
Look
to
at that
them.
lean and
I don't,
pull.
Well,
I
no.
don't
So
care.
you
I don't
can
care about that.
you can download them here, but I'm just saying I would like to watch and look at your photos from other things you do. You
This is
know?
all. This is all he does, though.
No,
He
he
I actually,
only ham
like-
radios.
shoots
This
a
is
lot.
Connor trying to call home.
Yeah, that was me trying to call home to San Mateo, which supposedly, as I found out, my
Daddy,
dad
come
said that
get
he
me.
could.
Dude,
Trying to ham.
Connor trying to phone home looked just like ET, dude.
So
No,
can you
so
spin
my
the
dad-
tower to call my dad?
Yeah. No, I walk up to Kellen, make hey, can you stop? My dad said he could hear us like barely. Like he said that he could understand Victor Romeo, but he never copied us calling him.
We were too close,
So-
dude. We were too close. We were
No, we were on 2 meters.
We were aiming, dude. We were aiming for the Shayless. That's why. That's why he couldn't hear us, dude.
The Shaylas.
Look at that picture.
Yeah,
I like
did
how
hear
you
she-
brought
Wow.
up the
That
the
is just
stars there, man.
incredible.
That looks
I like
like,
that
a
photo.
QSO, like a QSO card right there, dude.
That was like ISO 8000, I think.
That's like my favorite photo of him.
Oh, it just looks so good.
Just like intensity.
Spread eagle.
Yeah, you should print those up there, Kellen, and send them out to people, dude.
Jeez, that needs to go on a QSL card, Kellen.
Exactly. It's spread eagle.
Oh my goodness, that just. Mm.
And you can put your call sign right at the crotch.
All of
that,
them,
dude.
they all
Right
look
at the
great.
crescent. Right at the crescent of that antenna, dude.
Put a burrito right in the middle.
Hey, the one good thing about the wind, is that there were no mosquitoes because they couldn't stay in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, very little
That's
bugs.
true. Actually, you know what? It was so hot out there. Had there not been that wind, I don't know if we would have survived out there, dude.
Jason.
You had to pile into a trailer with an air conditioner.
I was busting pile-ups hard.
That mic's not hooked up to
That
anything.
is-
He just picked it up. He'd just pick it up when people walked by. Like, oh,
I might have been
yeah,
posing.
CQ.
I just might have picked it up for the photo.
I like that. I like that.
That
photo.
is definitely
Look at
him
Dan-
hamming hard,
Dan
dude.
rethinking his whole antenna buying life.
He told everyone he contacted right here that he broke his
Well, you know,
antenna.
Dan almost brought his Elecraft gear, but and that stuff needs 120 volts.
Oh, it's Heathkit. Yeah.
Heathkit, I'm sorry, Heathkit. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told him, I was like, dude, just plug it right in. You can bring that whole old ass setup. We'll make it happen.
You know, I got to tell you, so
That'd have been very cool, actually. If he had that thing going, that would have been super cool, man.
I acquired.
I've never seen anything. I've never seen anybody operate one of those before.
I acquired this Heathkit.
Here's a video
from a ham. Oh yeah, I'll play it here in just a second. I acquired
This
this
is Jason,
Heathkit
right?
part, and
Jason.
yeah, it's Jason's video. I acquired this Heathkit part, and what it was a phone patch to phone patch HF into a phone line, and it was made by Heathkit, and I saw it and I was like, oh, I know who needs that. And so the person that I got it from goes, yeah, hey, take it, give it to him, and if he wants to give me $10 for it, fine, whatever. Just if you know somebody that wants it. And so I took it and I brought it to Dan, and I go, Dan, you need this. You need this for your Heathkit setup. Do you know what it is? And he's like, it's a phone patch. Like he knew, and nobody would look at this and be like, I don't know what this is until you read it on the thing. Like it doesn't look like anything you would use, but he knew exactly what it was. So I knew it went to the right person. It was pretty cool.
That's cool, man.
Hey, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta get up early. See y'all.
Yeah, I'm
See
gonna
ya.
bail too. You Motley
Bye.
Crew. See y'all later.
We're gonna take
See
off.
you,
And
Kellen.
See you, man.
Bye,
see you,
y'all.
Kellen.
Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Dude, that's a badass antenna, dude.
I think it is pretty fresh.
Drone flies into it.
The drone crashes.
Yeah, it just flies right into it.
That would have been good drama, though, man. I mean, it sucked to see that happen to Jimbo on that POTA day up there, but that was good drama for your television show, Dan.
What
If
happened?
it bleeds, it leads.
What happened?
Yes.
He crashed a drone on accident, Dan. Well,
Oh,
Yeah.
nobody really crashes those on purpose, so.
yeah.
We were doing live on YouTube for the YouTubers Hamfest, and yeah, he swung it around and smacked another tower. But there's like, he's been talking about getting a newer drone, so it might have worked out. Because now
Little
when you
time
tell
for
the
the
wife,
stat.
hey, I think I'm gonna get another drone, she can't say you got a perfectly good one already.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. It's in pieces.
Yep.
What were you guys doing here?
Helping him get the ladder out.
They were setting up a fiberglass antenna.
Well, so the guy actually, it was Saturday. He goes, man, you guys got my wife in there all up in arms. She's been after me for months to try to get a TV antenna up on the house. And I told her, I'll get around to it. She's like, I just watched all these things get erected in an afternoon. You can't do a TV antenna. So he came over and said he's got some surgery recently. So he's like, hey, can I get some help with this? So we gave him some help with the ladder.
Will on
He
YouTube asked what
he
was
asked
the
for help
location.
to get an erection going at his house, and you guys went over there and helped him out.
Yeah. Well, his
You guys
wife
come
wanted
over
some
here.
TV. Yeah.
Will-
it was for his wife.
Will on YouTube just asked what was the location. I see homes next to it. We were in Fairfield, kind of next to the Jelly Belly factory in a big field. And what's the name of that museum?
We were across the
American
street
Armory
from the
Museum.
Mercedes-Benz, across
We were
the
off of
freeway
Sassoon
from
Valley
Mercedes-Benz.
Road.
American Armory Museum.
There you go.
Yeah, it only had one residence there, and that guy kind of was the property manager.
Yeah.
Here it is.
They're gonna have us out there next year.
Yeah, we need to go somewhere that has less than S5, dude. POTA has me spoiled. If there's anything over S3, I just don't operate, bro. Seriously.
It's a hard call because the wind.
Are you being serious right now, Servando?
Tiring.
Come on.
Hey, it could be worse. I could be balls deep into FT8.
That's what I'm doing. I got something for you.
With your higher class HF, I don't operate on anything other than S3 or better.
Yeah, but the best thing about FT8 for field day is I was able to maintain conversation, answer questions, and the whole time I was making contacts. I think I did 65 total contacts.
That's awesome. Yeah, and you double it.
And he stroked that mustache all day long too.
Dude, I was
a
just
lot of this
twirling it,
Uninterrupted.
man.
You have 65 contacts, Jason?
Yeah, 65.
Dude, that's hella good.
So I have a couple on 6, a couple on 10, a lot on 15, a lot on 20, and then a couple on 160. Never did
Where's
160
this
before.
fire?
That's pretty cool though. That 160 antenna was insane.
Where's this
dude.
fire? Dude, this is an awesome shot.
All right, so this was actually when I was hiking up to Mount Eddy, and
Wait a minute, this is after field day.
This is after field day.
kidding.
Badass
and I'm
photo,
cheating.
dude.
We were all sunburnt and hungover, and this was what Nick was doing.
Yeah, and so this was part of my field day, but it was the day after. This fire's out of control now, I guess, up there. They have like mandatory evacuations of some of the towns and outlying areas kind of at the base of Shasta. There's some more pictures of it here. but it got really bad. And this was Ted. He broke this
Dude.
antenna
Oh
at the
my
summit. It was
God.
he hiked.
Bro.
Oh
He
my
hiked-
God.
He hiked up to a 9,200
What the
foot
hell,
elevation.
dude?
Dude, Ted is
That dude
only
is hamming
5'5"
hard,
feet
dude.
high.
So
He hammed the
crazy.
Did you guys camp at the top of the mountain, dude?
Yeah, we did.
Dude,
I'll
it
show-
looks like they built a
You'll see.
cabin.
So that's all. That's from all the smoke. This is
that
the
is like
Ooh.
was
this
that
is
like
the lake
his
we
first
camped
time
at.
ever hiking? I feel like he's the kid that mom just packed all this crap first day of school.
Look at Nick.
Woo!
Hey, go back to that other photo, the lake there.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that you guys camped right on that thing?
Yeah, I was like literally right in front of my tent.
Were you guys
You guys go
and
fishing?
you guys
fishing
were on a
pole?
mount? Were you guys on a mountain?
Yeah, this is at about 7,000 feet right here.
Was it cold at night?
No, it didn't get below 60 at night on Sunday night.
So
Were you
it
the-
sounds
were you
like
the
are
big
we
spoon
gonna?
or the little spoon?
I was both.
Well, it sounds like there's gonna be
Yes.
we're gonna have a part 2 coming out soon, right? Brokeback Mountain part 2.
Yeah.
There's Nick, official.
So where was the other pictures of that?
I haven't been to a lot of sodas, but do they all have that little surveyor mark?
No, not all of them.
Okay.
Oh, look at that picture. You just went by it, the one with the Urella craft there,
So,
man.
so what
that's a
antenna
bomb
are you
picture.
using
Yeah.
there, dude?
That's a bomb
That's Yagi.
picture.
No, that was the one Ted had strapped to his back. He was trying to set it up. He broke the forward director.
How did he do that?
He bent it, and then he tried to bend it back and snapped it.
Like, was it on the hike? Is that what happened?
It's a 15 element, I think, or a 12 element diamond antenna.
Ooh,
and
that'd be expensive.
And he tried like disassembling it, and he didn't mark where they went, and so he didn't know how to put it back together. His SWR was all out of, and I was like, "Listen, dude, I'm gonna set my HF antenna up and start talking to people." so,
Hey, so that antenna, Jason, that's not I don't think that's a bad price. I think they're asking like 98 for it, and they are built like a brick shit house, man. Like
What?
They are
Obviously
actually good
not.
for base.
What are?
Well, I guess they're not. It's probably not best to have them assembled, disassembled, assembled, disassembled, but a couple of my buddies have them, and they can open up some really distant repeaters, obviously, because it's a 10 element. And they swear by them. They say they're great. They never have had any issues. And a couple of friends out on the coast, they say that whatever alloy they use, it doesn't get as badly corroded.
but he was doing this
as
with it.
others do. Yeah, that it looks like it's.
How long were you guys camping? Hiking to get up to the hill?
We went 2 miles in the first night, and then the final 3 miles to the summit the next morning. It was hot out though, man. It was really hot.
Huh. Yeah, and so then Ted was on a
There's
J
that
pole
fire.
for 2 meters. Is that right?
Yeah, so he ended up going back to the J pole
Uh-huh.
and making some contacts there, and then we wrapped it up. It was getting windy and really, really hot at the top, and so we jammed back down, and then I drove until 2 in the morning to get home.
Oh my god! I didn't even hear you. Were you on Babam? Because I was. I think I called out for you.
I didn't have.
hear you.
I didn't even
Oh.
have my 991 or my 878 turned on. I
Because
just
I was gonna say, let
drove.
me try to work you from home. Because I knew he had he was bringing the Yagi. I was like, let me try to work him from home or the remote base at 1,000 feet.
I
Probably
couldn't.
could've-
Yeah, I couldn't hear him in Vacaville.
Yeah.
But I did get him, and I cheated. Why is my face full screen?
As you're talking.
Man.
Oh, we're down to the slides.
It's
done
part,
with the
it's,
slides.
it's part of the new update.
Part of the new update, attack helicopter.
Yeah.
Gotta, identify
What's
us.
up, Bert? Are you breathing into the
What's
mic?
up?
Why are you full screen?
Because I finally got out of the car.
It's been out for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, dude, that 37 commute, dude. I would just
That
crash my
52,
car into a
man. That
barricade, dude.
39. That 411.
78.
96.
Hey, dude,
VVT
Bert,
joined.
Bert, why don't you get your first POTA and go to there's a POTA park right off of 37 right there. You can just pull off to the side, do your little thing, and get back on the road. You know what I mean?
I thought about it.
Yeah.
Because
I
it doesn't,
was trying
because
to
on
figure
the
out how to get
37,
there.
it doesn't matter if it's 3:30 in the afternoon or 6:30 at
Yeah,
night,
and
dude.
dude, if
You're
you-
still effed over there, dude.
Dude,
It's still just
you can pull over,
horrible.
do an hour of POTA, get back on the road, and you'll catch the ass end of traffic and still be home around the same time.
Dude, you
Yeah.
could
Hey,
go,
Servando,
you
I
could
got a
catch a
question for you.
striper,
I've
do
done
an hour of
I've done the
POTA,
thing
and
where
then
I
just
stopped
do it
over.
all, dude.
Yeah, I've stopped over there under the bridge and
Yep.
like started fishing for like an hour, and then it's like, okay, wait till the traffic dies down.
Hey,
Yep.
Vondo, I have a question for you. So with POTA, isn't it supposed to, or maybe this is Soda, one of them, and maybe both of them have this rule. Aren't you supposed to be X amount of feet or distance away from your vehicle or something like that?
Nah, bro. POTA, you could do that
Not for
shit from a
POTA.
lawn chair. You could do it from a tank. You could do it from a car. You could do it
Okay.
from a picnic
You
table.
just have to
'Cause I
be
know-
within the.
You
the
just got to
park
be
lot.
inside the jurisdiction of the park. So
Okay, 'cause
Soda's a little bit more strict.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, when we had K6ARK on here, he said there's a bunch of rules, like you have to be certain amount of feet away
Yeah,
from your
that's
vehicle or
Soda, though.
something like that.
Yeah,
Soda,
that's
you
Soda.
have to hike in, dude.
Gotcha, gotcha.
You don't
Or
have
climb
to
a bunch of
hike in.
stairs
You
in
have
my
to
case.
you have to do 10 contacts on a POTA to get it activated, but 3 on Soda, right?
Yeah, I think it's
4.
like 3 to 5 or something.
4 on
Isn't it?
soda, 4 on soda, and 10 on POTA. Soda, you don't have to
It's easy.
hike. There's a lot of drive-up applications, but you have to activate from outside of your vehicle. You have to be on your.
So you're saying you have to
separate
have
system.
a quota
A what?
on your soda?
Nick's burnt again.
I see what you did there.
It's burning out.
There's a quota for POTA too. So
So Nick, how was
Yoda.
catching up with the sleep? As you know, Saturday night or Friday night you were whiffed. Saturday you were whiffed.
I love
Probably
my
you're
bed
still
now.
whiffed, huh?
So
Yeah,
much
I know,
nicer.
dude. I got home and my bed was, I just literally laid. I changed because I was like, I'm not gonna lay in the dusty clothes, man. I laid down and I knocked out for like a
dude,
couple hours, man. It was.
were
so
you guys tired on Sunday afternoon? Were you guys
Yes.
wrecked, tired on Monday?
I couldn't
Dude, I
move,
got
man.
home and showered like a female, dude, for like a 2 hours, 2.5 hour shower, bro. And
You
I
need
just
that
kept
after the dump you
incrementally
dropped.
just turning up the heat.
That you needed that after the dump you dropped, man. That was traumatizing.
Hey, dude, you got to lay it down, bro.
That was bad, man. Servando's
Gotta
in the
get
bathroom. He
some
comes
eye
out, he just
bleach
goes-
for that stuff, huh?
He goes, I'm sorry, and he's like, you're gonna see me differently, man. And I'm like, what? And it didn't process, and I go in there.
He's like,
man.
just look me dead in the eye, man. Just look
yeah,
me in
and
the
I
face.
come out and I look.
And
at
he's
him,
waiting
I'm
right
just-
there
I'm
when you come out.
traumatized.
There's
I
not,
wish-
there's not enough blue water in there.
He's
to-
like, what's
Nah,
the grade?
dude.
He's like, what's the grade? Did I get a 10?
Dude, I wish Kellen was still on, bro. In construction, bro. You know what everybody, it's
Like, oh,
just-
you ate corn
Oh,
last
yeah.
night.
Yeah.
He had corn. He
Oh,
ate
man.
corn.
So I for sure thought they were gonna because so here's
Hey,
the thing.
I got to roll, guys. I got to.
All right, see you, Greg.
See you, Greg.
See you.
Have a
Um,
good night.
I for sure thought maybe they were gonna have either like 2 bathrooms or come suck it out on Saturday or something like that, or I don't know, but and then Servando comes out and just like, dude, I'm sorry. He's like,
Dude.
we needed
Hey.
taps being played on the bugle when I went in there, man. That was bad.
Hey, so next year's field day is going to be in the same spot. Presumably.
Yeah, we need
I don't
to-
know that
we
for
need
sure,
to-
but I'm assuming
No,
yes.
yeah, nobody knows that really.
Okay.
Dude,
I mean, it could be it worked. I think everybody had an okay time. But
think
hey, if
everyone
you
found
can
it.
find something. Now, here's the thing, too, right? I mean, the club is probably always going to do a club event, which is great because you don't got to worry about food and all that. But that's not to say other people don't go elsewhere. But, there is other contests we could run somewhere else for.
Well, they have I'm not even talking about the contest part. Like Folsom Park, they have big party events that you can schedule in advance, and you just say, hey, bro, I'm totally a ham. I'm here with the K6 FAK club or whatever we're gonna call it, and then you can have zero noise floor. You're out. You can swim, dude. You can swim, eat, and ham. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Now, I will say, typically, the field day for the club will be in our home East Bay, our Echo Bravo. You know what I mean?
So that pretty much narrows it down to high crime areas. Got it.
Yeah.
Vallejo.
Hey, I don't think anyone was gonna
Fairfield.
attack us where we were at, man. If you wanted to attack that property, man, you've got something wrong. You walk up and you see like what 4 or 5 tanks. You should. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna try to break into this joint anytime soon.
W6VVR.
But I wanted to see that tank, man. I wanted to see that thing roll. That was kind of sad.
Wasn't
like,
it
damn.
rolling on Friday?
It was before we pulled up, and then Jason asked him, and he said maybe we'll start it up for you, just so we could hear that diesel engine. And then I guess the dude was super busy, man. He was working out there all day with his bulldozer, stirring up the dust and everything like that. He was super busy, I guess. So, and then the drive-in church, man. When I first came through, I thought it said drive into church, and I was like, well, you know, definitely drive into the building, you know, and or drive by church or something like that, you know. But, geez, man, when I took off out of there, dude, I never felt something so majestic. I rolled my windows down, and it didn't feel hot, you know. I was like, damn, man. And I just got on the freeway and just floored it, and I made it home in 50 minutes.
Well, I think it was a good field day because we got to meet a lot of people that we hadn't seen in person, and like those of us who are friends stayed friends, and those of us who were like kind of on the edge are now friends. So I think it was all in all, it was a good field day, man.
No, we're not friends, Servando. The news is
No,
fake.
we're friends, dude. What was that?
The news reporter said so.
The news reporter said so.
Yeah, we're friends, man. Well, I think they even put in there that we were trying to work back to San Mateo or something.
To contact your father,
exactly.
like he was lost or something, dude.
We got either gunshots or fireworks right now in Vacaville.
Well, Jason, I think
Vacaville, that's fireworks, dude, for sure.
You sure?
Yeah, if it's Fairfield, it's for sure gunshots. Rick, what are you experiencing over there?
What's that again?
You got any fireworks going off in your area right now?
No.
See, that's what a good neighborhood looks like, guys. That's what it sounds like.
It's. I mean, we've had some activity over here locally, last year specifically, but nothing like the East Bay, man. Nothing like the East Bay. I mean, it pops off harder over there than it would even in my entire county. It's
You know, up here in Spokane, where a lot of fireworks are actually totally illegal because of the heat wave running through. We actually set the all-time temperature record yesterday since 1890 of 109 degrees here in Spokane. And that was at the airport where it's cooler. There were places up to 111.
Yeah, I saw you guys on the news. That's a pretty big deal, actually, because not too many people have AC.
There's fires, and there's such a danger of it. There's rolling blackouts with our utilities and all to keep transformers from blowing up because everybody's got their air conditioner on. So anyway, fireworks, they're saying a lot of places it is totally illegal this year. Anything, sparklers, anything. And so anyway,
Washington's cracking down harder on the fireworks than they are on the riots.
Yeah.
So out here, like in my city, fireworks are the same, totally illegal. But the best thing is that you can, or I guess not the best thing, but and I know it's not as much anymore due to wildland fires, but you used to be able to drive out to places like Sonoma, and just going by the freeway, you'll literally see the big TNT signs and the people doing the fireworks stands. And most people just drive up there, grab their fireworks or whatever, and they bring them back and they set them off here, man. And let me tell you, they're rolling around in their our county's rolling around in the Bearcats with teams and stuff, and they're direction finding by the sounds of the fireworks. And they can see, okay, they're X amount of miles away, and they'll pull right up to your house and be like, hey, why are you doing fireworks? No report needed or anything. And they've even got they've got drones and stuff like that now. It's crazy what they're doing over here because it's completely illegal in my city and a lot of cities in my county.
Up here, there's still some public, big ones, tens of thousands of dollars over lakes. They actually set up platforms and do them over the lake, so that'll still happen.
A lot of people take a hose and they hose, on like 4th of July night. I know my back. So this is kind of a long one, but my my daycare where I went when I was really little. It's always been his
Yesterday.
thing. He goes up, shut up. He goes onto his roof with a hose, and religiously every so often during the night soaks his roof down, due to like Roman candles. I guess it was just a bad experience, but dude, so many people have kind of adopted that now and are spraying down their roofs with water because it's just bad, man.
Hey, just real quick, I'm kind of mad that I didn't think of this earlier because when we had more people on. But going back to like the field day, did you guys what is it that you guys are gonna change or alter or get? Because I know some people were scoping out antenna setups. Like me personally, I can't wait till the hex beam comes out because that's definitely something I'm looking at for like here at the house. But Nick, like what are you gonna change, dude? We'll start with you.
I don't know, man. I always have like this minimalist mentality of setting up and taking down. Like I don't want to go and set something up for 2 hours to get rolling to make contacts. Like I want to step out of wherever I am and start operating. And so I've always tried to aim towards doing that. And that usually the easiest way to do that is QRP, low power, real small antennas, real light setup. You can kind of go anywhere. Like I can carry most of what I need in a little pouch and go, and so I really like that. But there are a couple things that I've considered. One of them is a Wolf River because those antennas just seem to perform, and they didn't really look as cumbersome to set up as I originally thought. You were really successful on that. And then the other thing is just having something with a little bit more power. So I ended up getting that another ICOM 706, the MK2G, which is an all-band, all-mode, 100 watt radio. And I think I'm going to kind of make a setup for POTA and a setup for SOTA and then get more involved in the POTA side of it because I can kind of incorporate my family a little bit more into the POTA side. And we talked a little bit about that. Like it just seems more because, my family isn't into hiking. They aren't into, they'll go out on a trail and that kind of thing, but that's different than, doing an all day 10-mile round trip summit. They're not interested, whereas going to a park and then just going walking down to a beach or walking wherever the trails go or whatever is a little different. Although Molly was pretty mad at me the other day because I told her we were going to go to a park. Fine, she thought a park was like slides and, monkey bars and that kind of thing. And we show up at this park and she's like, what the hell is this? And we get out and I was like, all right, we're here. And she gets out and you could just see her look on her face. She's just like, I thought we were going to go to a park. I was like, we're at a park. This is a state
playground for
park.
Dad.
Yeah. She's like she was just bummed,
Look at all this antenna space. You should be hyped up. Look at all this antenna space.
But no, like a big setup would be kind of cool if I had an RV to, store and transport and stuff like that. But I don't know that that's for me. But it does make me want to put a Delta loop up on my roof.
Yeah.
Hey Nick, I got something for you. And I was after field day. Once I get my general, I really want to do, and I get my full license, my driver's license. So general upgrade and my full driver's license. Because in the state of California, so Rick and Nick, I told Nick a little bit about this, but Rick might not know about it. In California, and this is fairly new, when you are under the age of 18 and you get a California driver's license, a CDL. You have a 1 year from the day that so the date on your license, which is the day that you passed your test, your physical driver's test. You have a 1 year probationary period, and pretty much I don't have my wallet around me, but you can't drive. So I could drive Nick. I could drive everybody that I did on Friday night, which was, everybody was over the age of 25. I could drive them, but I can't drive someone under the age of 25. And another weird thing is if I were to take Nick in my vehicle, I technically couldn't drive Nick. Nick's over the age of 25, but he doesn't have a valid California driver's license. So it's super wonky because right now I really want to get out and do things and, take people with me. but I can't do it. So anyways, once I get that, which is coming up this August,
I'm hearing that you're just gonna have to go after older girls.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yep.
Jason
Have
hops
them
in the car.
drive
Wow,
you.
you're chasing tail with this thing, not with all the radios in it. Looking like the FCC, but no, there's these type of trailers. I'm sure you might have seen them. They're like pop-up campers. A friend of ours, they had like a few of them. They live around the corner. I don't know if they have them anymore, but you pretty much, they're super flat and you tow them. Your truck, my SUV could tow it.
It's
But
called a tent camper.
yeah, something, and you literally
tent
crank
trailer.
Thank
the
you.
thing up, and you can get like 3 to 4 people in there. And I mean, you can store all your gear in it in the trailer, and then when you get there, you literally get out, unclick the hinges, and just start cranking up, and you have a trailer. And they're pretty inexpensive compared to a fifth wheel. But they're soft walls and stuff like that. So it's something to think about. It's like a middle of a tent as well as a fifth wheel kind of. And you can probably find some good ones. Not a lot of I don't think they have running water or bathrooms or anything like that, but it's a spot to sleep, and they've got tables for you to set your gear up on. So that would be something you might want to look into, Nick. I mean, I'm certainly looking into it, as my vehicle has a tow package on it.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna get a big old trailer, haul it around.
When you retire, right? When you retire,
Or
47
tomorrow.
more
I don't know.
years, baby.
we can
Hey, Jason.
we can give him the OM tag, and he can have a fifth wheel now with a tar
Jason.
heel on it.
Yeah.
Jason, hey, I'm curious to see, because you were dialed, dude. I think out of everyone out there, you were pretty much, besides Kellen, I think you were the one that you pretty much had your shit together, dude. You had everything was organized, all the cables were in the right spot. You know what I mean? You weren't really missing anything. You had your shade, you had those little cool trick little weights on the bottom of your tent. That was pretty cool. Is there anything that you would change on the next one?
Yeah, and thanks for those compliments. This was my, I believe, 4th field day. So every year you kind of figure out what you need for the next year. And I came with a crap ton of batteries.
Yeah, you did.
And I didn't touch them because of Kellen. He was our power plant. And I was concerned how long my laptop would run off of a battery and an inverter I brought. So I brought a lot more stuff than I even touched, and it's okay to have extra stuff, but that's nice to be able to bring just enough, because nothing's worse than packing, you just kill all this time packing, and you get home and you realize, I didn't even touch this, or for that matter, you can't find it because you got it wedged somewhere. No, I'm pretty happy with how the antenna, the radio worked. Doing the FT8 was a lot of fun. I am very interested in getting some filters for the future because little UHF coming in there.
Some canisters, some cans.
Well, they take different forms for the low band stuff. Because a canister would be 12 feet high. It would be ridiculous for HF. But perhaps what Bruce built, the little what was he calling them? The shorted out pieces of coax, got to look into that, see if that would work, because it was a bummer that I couldn't work FT8 sometimes, to just continue those contacts while other people were making phone, so that would really ramp up the amount of QSOs we were creating. And then, most likely next year I'm bringing the RV. This is the first year I didn't. I just was going to try to pack light. It was a last minute add-on for me because I was going to jump around with the previous section manager. But next year, this winter, I will be turning 40. So next year I'm thinking I might be operating in the RV like Bruce.
That's it, dude. Is that it? 40s where you hit the OM status?
Hey, Jason, I have a recommendation for you to bring up to the club. So along with the band bees, right? That's what you're calling them. So my San Mateo Amateur Radio Club, they have this pretty cool setup, and we have, the club owns them. They're band pass filters.
Yeah.
So along with the band bees, you would have a band pass filter, and you would put it in line, and it's a really effective system. I mean, this year when I went and checked it out, they one of our guys, John, he's a Sheriff's Communications Unit member. He brought a tower, a crank up tower, and they had, I think they had a triplexer on a couple of their antennas. They were only 3 or 4 alpha, but they were able to run multiple rigs on multiple bands on just like one antenna. Now that's not what I'm recommending, but the bandpass filters, man, they're pricey, but you know, like when I was on Nick's rig, I was actually working on 80 meters later in the night with Greg's antenna, the Wolf River coil, and basically I kept trying to make that contact, and I think it was you on 160 at that time, and I just couldn't complete this contact, and it was every time you were keying up on 160 that I was getting wiped out. So these bandpass filters, we've used them for years, and it's kind of like how we do the band bees. Now we have a lot smaller location, so you kind of can just glance who has what filter. But it really works because, you know, you're gonna have someone locked on one band. It's not like we can, you know, operate on multiple bands at a time. So might as well pass around filters, you know, hot swap them type of thing. Because then we wouldn't have the problem with so-and-so, because we were running 40, me and Greg at one point were running 40, and either someone else was keying up on 40, 20, or 80, because we were trying to make this contact, and we just couldn't make it because we would hear someone keying up. And at one point, our key ups we were just hearing tap, so it was somebody doing CW, which I believe was INR, was the one doing CW.
Hey, give me screen share.
I don't think. Can I give you that? No, I handed it over to Nick, and I think Nick's walked away.
No, I got it. I got it.
Okay, there you go.
I gotta go, guys. I gotta wake up at 2.
All right. See you later, Servando.
See you, Mr. Construction.
See you guys.
So yeah, so here's the DX Engineer sells one for 14 megahertz, about $130.
That's what we use. Actually, we have custom made ones, but we had those for a while. But they make them for like at least for the work bands, you know, 80, 40, 20. I mean, you don't necessarily need 160, but 80, 40, 20, and maybe even 10. Those I would recommend. Those DX Engineering ones are really good, but that would be something I'd recommend for the club because, you know, it's simple. You just kind of pass around the filters along with the band bees, and nobody's gonna have any heterodynes or anything like that. And they solve all the problems. And plus, we don't need the super high ones. I mean, I believe they make cheaper options out there that are only, I think they're only like 100 watt or like 200 watt rated or something, which is what we use for field day, because that means we would have 50 watts of headroom. And I think they're closer to $100 rather than 130 or something like that per filter.
Right. Yeah. Yep. So Bruce was making these things out of coax. Yeah.
Is that on your stream?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to check that out, because yeah, you can do it with coax, but you know, imagine how simple it would be just having literally just passing those things around. Just you got the brick, you got the band B, you walk around, hey, you got 80, hey, can we switch out 80? And boom. It's a little bit more tedious because, you know, if somebody, like, I'll use Bruce for example, had his setup, you know, he would kind of have to move his coax out. But if we gave everybody a heads up advance saying, hey, we're going to be using bandpass filters provided by the club, passing them around, that'd be great. And
yeah, but
cavity filters,
who's gonna pay for them?
The club. It would have to be the club.
Yeah.
Because I don't think everybody would want to buy an entire kit unless one person wanted to buy, you know, some of them and for surely bring them and leave them type of
Well,
thing.
I don't know. I don't know how much money exactly the club has, but I can do a rough estimate. I mean, we're 120 members at $25 a year, and then we do 2 events. One is a Christmas dinner, and one is this field day. And so I can imagine that utilizes a majority of the funds, I would think.
And you know, my club, to compensate for some of our costs, such as those bandpass filters, we were $25 a year, and we actually upped it to $30, and you know, that gave us the funds to buy some more equipment. I mean, our antennas, our bandpass filters, our coax, you know, our tower, everything like that, it's all club owned. so at least I wouldn't say get a tower or antenna, but those bandpass filters for sure would be something to look into. And I saw you had the picture of the 6 meter, those cavities for a 6 meter repeater. And what typically 6 meters, what a lot of people's 6 meter repeaters do is they actually 2 separate mountaintops for transmit receive, because those cavities are expensive if you can find them. So they're hard to find and they're super expensive. And it's just much easier to do it. I need like a 900, a 220, or a 420 link between the sites for 6 meter repeaters. That's how most people do it. That's how we had it for a while when we had one.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I think we're kind of getting to the point we should probably wrap it up. I'm getting tired. People are dropping out like flies.
Too. I gotta work on the 2 meter crew site. Jason, did you send a link to all your pictures, or could you DM me one on Discord or something so that I can?
It's in Discord a few times. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look for it because I want to. What I'll do is I'll just iframe it so that it's actually your website getting pulled up on ours, so I don't have to go through and remake the gallery.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for another good night. I'm gonna wrap it up and go say goodnight to the kiddos.
All right. See you guys.
All right. 7-3, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
88s.
88s.